What's the motherfucking deal? Welcome to the den. I know it seems like it's been quite some time, and every day that we don't go live, it seems like it's just an eternity, if you will. But I'm glad that you could join me. I'm glad. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope everybody is getting everything that they want out of life. So, today we're going to talk about pets and random animals. And no, Scotty's not with us this afternoon. Scotty is laid up. But the reason why I'm thinking about pets and random animals is actually not about the pants. It's about the pants. I don't wear any pants during the fucking live stream. No, but it's about other animals, really. The animals that we don't normally consider pets. The animals that we don't really seem to have the same level of concern about. We're going to talk about a variety of things today. But I am your host, Honcho. I hope, again, like I say, that everybody's doing well. This is The Den. The Den is the best conversation on the internet. And the reason why this is the best conversation on the internet is because you people make this so entertaining. You make this, like I say, I show up, but you guys really make this worthwhile. Well, most of the time I show up. I do my best to always show up. But in the back doing one or two little things, we're trying to get this in order. But again, like I say, I appreciate all of you and just for riding with this journey. So let's see who we got joining us today. And I will announce the worst caller. I still have yet to make the little graphics for it. I was up till about 4 or 5 in the morning, just working on a bunch of stuff. For those of you who fuck with soft sports, there will be a few changes. I'm still not done, so I don't know if I'll unveil those today or tomorrow. Actually, probably won't be today because it won't be a live sauce tonight, but I do plan on dropping some recorded videos. So if I finish some of those things, then we'll get to that. But like I said, let's see who's joining us today, and then we'll get into that whole conversation there in just a second. Let's see. Kenesha, what's the motherfucking deal? Sweetberry, what's the motherfucking deal? Rashida Reed, 335, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Angela, what's the motherfucking deal? Jason S, what's the motherfucking deal? Danny, what's the motherfucking deal? Voodoo Child, what's the motherfucking deal? James Harden, what's the motherfucking deal? Let's see. Soul Better, what's the motherfucking deal? Let me see. Jack Triple, motherfucking Pimp, Marie Antoinette, K Grace, what's the motherfucking deal? And I think if I miss you, I ain't dish you. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, right? So, the co-host Scotty's chilling. Scotty getting old, man. Scotty just don't like me. It's either he's getting old or he don't like me. He don't give me like the lady Honcho. He get all active and excited. He be happy. You see me, what's up, nigga? It is a double standard that Scotty holds, and I'm offended by it. But nah, he was laying it down, so I didn't force him to join us today. Normally, if he's up and he's active, then I'll bring him down to the den. But I want to talk about pets, and the reason why I want to talk about pets and random animals, because you ever just be out and about, you can be driving, maybe in some type of wetland area, and a row of ducks could fucking, what do they call it? No, a geese is like a gaggle. But a bunch of ducks could be crossing the road. You're going to stop for those ducks. If... you will, oh, okay, that's how that goes. you'll stop for those ducks. You respect those ducks. Those ducks have never done anything for you ever in life, but you will give those ducks. I'm not ducks, but geese. I hate fucking geese. There used to be this park I used to run at a few years back, and there's like all these geese on one side of the fucking park. So like when you make a lap, when you get in there, the fucking geese would always chase you. So you had to I guess you had to kind of, if you were tired, you better conserve a little bit of energy coming around that corner because those fucking geese were gonna get on your ass. And you had no choice but to step it up a notch. Okay, so I need to fix that. All right. And so I hate geese. I hate them, but they just get on my fucking nerves. So again, but there's certain animals that we love and we respect and we treat a certain way. But then here in America, there's certain animals that we consume, we just devour. We have no second thoughts about this. And the reason why this is on my mind, I saw a video the other day, and toasty. Rotate this thing a little bit. And it was a pig, man, and they were leading this pig to slaughter. And you don't think about it. And I don't really eat a lot of pig. I don't really eat a lot of fucking bacon in the first place. Like, not a big deal. Not a prime time consumer of swine. But the pig was walking, and the pig just started fucking breaking down. You know what I'm saying? Like crying. The pig knew what was about to happen. You would think that it didn't, but animals can smell death. They know when death is around the corner. You ever seen a dog's reaction? Or I don't know if you've ever talked to anybody who's worked at like a kill shelter. And when they take dogs into that room to put them down, those dogs go nuts. They go fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? Those dogs go nuts. No, I'm just saying why I'm going vegan. Those dogs go nuts. They lose it. They fucking know. They know the smell of fucking death in those rooms and things like that. And so I'm just sitting here thinking about it. I'm just like, man, you know, why are there certain animals that we have no qualms about killing? You know, go eat some beef in, where is that, India? One of those countries. Go spit at a cow. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. You're not gonna make it. They're gonna get on your ass. They're gonna fuck you up. You're going to jail for disrespecting cows and shit. But in America, shit, we don't even want that bitch fully cooked. Give me that bitch rare. I'm gonna fuck this cow up. You feel me? But then you have a different section of animals, right? You have the cats, the dogs, well, I don't know if people eat rabbit. Rabbits in the gray area. Squirrels are in the gray area probably. I know a lot of country motherfuckers that eat squirrels. Raccoons are a gray area because they're trash animals, but I know people who keep them, but you can only keep raccoons for so long before you have to when raccoons start getting so I got eye booger. When raccoons start getting of age, they will fuck you up. I knew a chick who had a raccoon. She used to keep him in a cage. She's like a super animal lover, right? She had found him as a baby. Kept him for a while. He started getting a little vicious because he was getting of that age to be sexually active for raccoons or whatever. And so he was really, really aggressive. And she had this kitten. And that motherfucker was walking by the cage. The fucking raccoon ripped the legs off the fucking kitten. Because it was just angry. It was just super aggressive. They ended up having to let it go. Plus they all got rabies. All of them. I don't care if they're clean or not. But we got turtles and little weird shit that people will keep as pets, you know. I'm gonna be honest, I like fish, but fish seem is a fish really a pet? Can you train a fish to do shit other than eat fucking flakes? Because they don't seem like. I've had fish temporarily. I had some fish for a while, and then I think I changed the water out and probably didn't do it right because they all died. So there's that. But I enjoyed them while I had them. So, but fish is something that you eat. Fish is something that people will consume on a regular basis, but they will also keep fish as pets, which is weird. I don't know if fish are really so much pets or they're just more like atmosphere. You know what I mean? I don't like monster. That's too, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like fish are you gotta be a special kind of person. I mean, I knew my motherfucker like a fish tank going around like his whole fucking living room. It was all divided into certain types of fish, and you have to be a fishiologist to really know how to operate and deal with fish. I don't got time for that. Somebody was just getting rid of I think it was like a 30 or 40 gallon tank with the fish. They came and set it all up, and it lasted for a little bit until that first time to change the water. Then it was a done deal after that. After that, all the fish died. I sold the tank and just fuck it. So, I agree. If you can't pet the motherfucker, it's not a pet. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But my thing is this: so when we're looking at the things that we do and looking at the way we treat animals here in America, some people have animals for the sake of just saying they have animals. Some people have animals for protection. Some people have animals, and they treat them like family. There's a couple people in the den who somehow have acquired cats that they don't like. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of a cat. And if I had to own a cat, I would never pay for a cat. I would never, ever buy a cat. Only way you buy a cat, it has to be like a Siamese cat. Or maybe if you like those little weird cats, like the little cancer cats. Whatever, I don't know what they're called, but they're like skinless, hairless cats or whatever. It'd have to be like, there's like 2 or 3 special cats that you would actually pay. The rest of them cats, fuck them cats, man. Because they're just, I don't know, they're disrespectful. They fuck your shit up. They bite. They don't listen. So it's like having to pay and feed like some little asshole that just, walks around your house doing whatever it wants to. And fucking, I don't care for him. I remember one time when I was younger, in my early 20s, I went out and I was visiting my dad for a little bit. And he's a cat lover. He loves fucking cats. Like he has like an army of fucking cats. They're outside cats, but he's like an army of fucking cats. He sends them on literally sends them on missions and stuff. That would be his thing. He'd have stories about how these cats went on missions and retrieve things. And so I'm saying that when I spent the night, I wake up in the fucking morning, goddamn cat standing on my fucking chest with a fucking dead snake in his mouth. I'm like, I guess that's the way to wake up. I don't want this fucking present that you're offering me, cat. I guess that was a sign of friendship. I don't know, but I didn't want it. But it is what it is. I'm a dog lover myself, maybe because. But let's say people who are dog lovers are commanding because they want dogs to do what they say. And then I'm tying this all in because there has been a couple of things I've also seen lately that have upset me. I don't know how upset I am. I guess I am, but I guess it's this new outrage culture. I find it very interesting. The chick who was uploaded the wrong video and it was beating up her dog, like he spit on her dog and hit him and stuff. Like, what does spitting on your dog do? Like, you spit on me, we're gonna fight. It's like a sign of disrespect. But like, do dogs receive that the same way? If you spit at your dog, the dog's like, oh, hell no, this bitch just spit at me. I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. Or is it gonna be intimidated like, what the fuck, right? What the fuck? Oh yeah, we have, no, worst caller has not been announced yet. I will be announcing it right before I open up the phone lines. But, dogs to me are loving animals, and they fuck with you no matter what. I don't know, maybe it was because when I was young I used to listen to a lot of DMX, and DMX said something. He's like, a dog will love you like nobody else. You can have friends, they'll come and go. If you're doing good, they'll be around. You're doing bad, they leave you down. But a dog doesn't care about what you got going on. Dog don't care how much fucking money you got. Dog don't care what you got if you live in lavish. Dog don't care if you fucking down bad. Fucking dogs will always fuck with you. When you rub him a little bit, he's gonna be happy to see you. And cats are not the same. Not the same. All right. Cats force themselves upon you, and they claw you up if you rub them the wrong way. A dog, you can touch a dog any kind of way. Hold on. Pause. You can pet a dog properly in any kind of way. You can pet him backwards, rub his ears, under the chin or whatever. The dog is not gonna be upset. The dog is happy somebody touch him. A cat, if you rub a cat's fur the wrong way, well, you're gonna fucking amputate one of your fingers because they're gonna fucking bite the shit out of you. But again, like I said, in America though, I think there's different reasons, and the pet industry is huge in America, like a few $1 billion. And that shows how much people love their pets. I mean, you've seen people leave their estates, entire estates, to their dogs. Like, how does that even work? Does the dog have a lawyer? Does the dog have someone who represents him to tell him, to give him good financial advice? I don't know how that works. 'Cause I remember seeing a story about a couple of years ago about an old lady who left her entire estate to her dog. You see, some people get addicted to pets though, and it's sad. They get overwhelmed. There was a story about 2 months ago of a lady, and they say it's really bad. Like, you'll be surprised how many people are like throwing away puppies and things like that because they don't know what to do with them. Which, in my opinion, why not just take them to the fucking shelter? But she had a bag full of puppies, and like a closed bag full of puppies, and threw them away. And somebody just happened to be, I don't know if they were dumpster diving or what, but they just saw that it looked suspicious and they went to go check it out. And lady threw away a bunch of fucking puppies, and they go and find the woman because they found her license plate. And she has a house with like fucking 38 dogs in there. It's like there has to be a point. There's about like shit everywhere. And, I mean, I think about the house and I cringe because I know it had to smell like pure shit. It had to smell like fecal matter and outside. I don't know. It's all engulfed in one little spot. But anyway, go get you a Dencho mug. Coffee tastes better out of a Dencho mug. Go get you one. I guess I need to do this. I need to update some of these things too. Yes, weekdays, every weekday at 1 p.m. Make sure you tune in. Weekdays, Monday through Friday. Well, today is 1:30. A little bit off to a late start. That's what happens when I get booted up late. But yeah, man, that's crazy. People get overwhelmed, and it could be the love of the animals that they have. They feel bad for every dog or stray cat or stray animal that they see, and they try to save it. But you can't do that. Or cats, they let cats overwhelm them and they fucking become feral and take over. I mean, you see incidents of that all the time. You see a lot of too is that people get these horses, and what was that horse show that used to come on Animal fucking, Animal Planet? They had like horse cops, well not horse cops, but they were like cops, and they would be here like Harris County too. And the fucking horse cops would go and fucking find these horses, and they'd be like all emaciated and fucked up. You know what I mean? And so, that's terrible stuff. That is a B minus. I don't even know if that's I don't even know. That might be a C at best. But again, so you feel bad for animals, especially in this day and age, because we live in a society. We live in a society where shit. Scotty is not even a doorbell. Scotty does not bark. That's what y'all gotta understand. Scotty is like half a dog. Scotty is Scotty's just like some type of random accessory. He pops up randomly. You don't know where he is half the time. Until you have food. Now, if you come to the door with bags, Scotty will be there waiting for you. Scotty knows a couple of things. He always knows, no matter if she's gone for 5 minutes or 5 hours or whatever she may be doing, he knows when my old lady is arriving home. I don't know if he just knows her habit. He could be anywhere, and he can, like I said, I could not see Scotty for a long time, and then he just pops up. I come home, no Scotty at the door. She comes home, Scotty is all in the fucking mix. Scotty at the door waiting, turning circles, rolling over, getting excited, doing all kind of shit. I come home, empty walkway, no dog, no greeting. Yeah, it's Honcho. Anyway, what the fuck? Anyway, I'm gonna talk about some things. I'm gonna get into some other stuff. I'm gonna take some calls. I'm gonna share some pets. I'm trying to be lighthearted today. I think we've been on some other things as of late. I know I've kind of been sporadic. As of late, we've been some late dens that haven't been available. And I'm not sure tonight. I don't know for sure if there will be. It may be a late den. It may not be a late den. I forgot I made a promise for today's date, so I have to honor that. But if I'm back in time, then we'll definitely crank it up, or maybe be a little bit delayed. We'll see, or maybe a shorter den or something like that. We'll figure it out. But there most likely won't be any sauce tonight. So let's get ready to open up the line. Let's do all the proper stuff. Already put that up. Den weekdays at 1 p.m. Nightly at 10 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you're there. Tune in to the den. Nights at 10. Be friends with the den folk. Maybe I should take it off. I was testing some stuff out last night. I guess I left some of it on. You can catch Den Show Live at Twitter, or at Den Show Live on Twitter. You can catch same thing on fucking. I gotta adjust the automated thing, and then I gotta fix it. So I have a lot of shit on loop. Also, Den Show Live on Facebook. Make sure you go to the Den Show Facebook group. Be a part of the Den Show Facebook group. And don't be a stranger if you're in the Den Show Facebook. Don't be in there just lurking. You know, get your ass in there, comment, express yourself, share your opinion, share your thoughts. It's about conversation, whether we agree or disagree. Except for Shannon. I disagree with everything Shannon says. Den Show Live on Instagram. Make sure you tune in, check that out. We'll be back on the podcast. Hopefully, well, it should be this weekend. So make sure you listen in. Go to denshowpodcast.com. Make sure you check that out. And I'm thinking about doing some different things with the Den Show podcast too, not just the live stuff. Like I will be producing a lot more content. I know that it's been a delay. I know it's been kind of sketchy. I had to get some things in order. If you want to support the Den on a monthly basis, you can make a pledge to the Den. You can go to denfolk.com to make it easy. Did I reset that? Yeah, I made it easier. Instead of doing like patreon.com and do all of those stuff, I just made it a little bit easier with some of the different domains. So you go to denfolk.com if you want to make a pledge to the channel. I'm going to be updating again, like I say, some of the tiers and things like that. If you want to get the shirt, hey, Honcho is my homie. You might not be able to see all of this. I guess because I got the fucking camera up high, that's part of the problem. You can go to fucking denshowshop.com. Make sure you get you some of that fly ass merch. I'll do it twice. Stop that. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. I gotta shave this little dusty Mexican mustache that I have. It makes my face itch or something. I don't know. I'm gonna shave. I've called myself gonna fucking try to hold it out and try to hold out and fucking see. If I can grow something, it's like fuck it. I just don't feel like going through the process. I really don't feel like going through the process. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you. I don't blame you. And that's what I have to. I have to build my presence up on other platforms, and like I spent last night just doing some things. No, I don't talk about no fucking cats, goddamn female pimp. All right, we got some calls coming in. Hold on, let me get tooted and booted. Let me get in action. Hold on 1 second. Put the right mic on. Hello, hello.
Grace, how are you?
How are you doing, Miss Grace? How are you this afternoon?
I'm doing well. As much as I was admiring how much you were loving Scotty, and then you're going to be on here talking shit about animals?
Well, I love Scotty. I love animals for the most part. It's just that I'm just not a cat person.
Okay, because I'm a woman that I will not date a man that doesn't like my animals. It's like not liking my kids. It will not happen. And one guy I dated in Boston, he worked at the VA hospital, and then he was a bouncer on the side. Everybody was afraid of him because he was so tall, so big, so black, so bald-headed and shiny. You know what I mean? But what I liked about him is, like, behind the club, there was a place where they used to repair cars, and he would always go to the supermarket and buy meat and feed the dog back there that was just chained and left out in the coldness and everything. And when somebody had come to my house and saw him come up my house with my cats in his arms, they're like, "Who's that?" They were in shock to see Butt-Two, big black Butt-Two that everybody was afraid of, with my kitty cats in his arms, because he was so good to them. And he liked that I did rescues, because he said somebody was going to put them to sleep. They didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
Okay? So I do rescues. I do Habitat for Cats. Somebody left this beautiful Victorian house that they donated as a cat sanctuary, and I was one of the people that would go in and lay on the floor to socialize the cats that were kind of skittish, because not everyone could get near them. And when people would come to visit me, I would take them over to that house, and they got excited because they have different rooms for different reasons. And so each door you opened up was like opening up a Cracker Jack box. You didn't know what you was going to get. And they were absolutely incredible. And so I got my cat Todd from there. Todd didn't like company, but nobody ever knows that I had 2 cats, because when people came here, Todd would go into hiding. But when my family and everybody was leaving, Todd would sit at the window with a smile on his face, like, back out the driveway, get to stepping, and my sisters would look up in the window and giggle, because Todd wanted everyone gone. And each one of my cats last an average of 18 years. They live a long time. About fish, I'm going to get back to cats in a minute. My daughter had bought my granddaughter a few years ago a fish called the Japanese fighter fish or whatever that was in a little fish bowl. And my mother was good with fish tanks. I've never been good with anything like that. But the fish bowl would be downstairs, and my cat Janie would go up there, and she kept dipping her paw into it. So my daughter would have to take a toothpick and keep fishing out the fur out of there. One day, Janie knocked it over. There was water everywhere, glass, and then we had to quickly get that fish up. So my daughter put it in a room and closed the door so Janie wouldn't get to it anymore. And the fish began to develop these white spots on it, and it was getting all slow and like lethargic. So she did her research, called the veterinarian, everything to find out what was going on with the fish. She was changing the water more often, all of that. The fish was getting sick, not eating. It was bad. One day, they left the door ajar, and Janie got in there, and she climbed up there, and she went for the fish again. Well, for the next couple of days, the fish started doing well. The white spots disappeared, and the fish started speeding up, getting all fast. And then, when we locked Janie away from the fish, then the fish died. And that's when we found out, and I did some more research, that fish can get depressed. That fish got sick and got spots on it because it liked the cat gone and playing with it. And when we took it away, then the cat got sick and started dying. So don't underestimate the fish. I was shocked to find that out. Right now I have a big white cat called Winter. You know what color he is. He's all upright. He's got one green eye, one blue eye. And then I have Janie. I usually do boy cats because girl cats are little bitches. Yeah, girls are tough. Girls are tough all the time. And so Janie was a kitten, and I don't do kittens. I get the big cats that nobody else wants if they're going to be put to sleep. Those are the ones that I adopt. So when I take them into the veterinarian, they know that I'm going to take good care of them, and they don't know the real age of the cat, so we kind of guesstimate. They look at their teeth and things. And when you go to adopt a cat, it's easier to adopt a kid than to adopt a cat. You mean, so if I throw my name into the hat, they look and they said, oh, no, she takes good care of her animals. I am not playing when it comes to my animals. If somebody comes to my house, if you're afraid of cats, then you got to go. This is their house. Yeah, my birds used to fly free, and when I used to do Easter baskets for my kids, I don't believe in a lot of candy and things like that. Like I said the other day, I'm sweet enough, and I never let my kids eat a lot of candy. So I would make up the Easter baskets with things that they needed, like a nightgown or pens and pencils, a little bit of candy. So I decided, I went to a pet shop one day, and I said, I'm going to get a bunny rabbit for my daughter when she was small. Everybody was in there around the cage with these little, at the time was the little dwarf rabbits with the cute little ears. Everybody was oohing and ahhing over those rabbits. And then when the attendant finished dealing with those customers, they came over to me and asked me how they could help me. And I pointed to the cage with that lonely rabbit, the big white one that wasn't cute with the long ears. I want that one right there, because I don't trust people that go and get animals just because they're cute, just for show. Because if you can sit there and just pick an animal because it's cute, then you can do that to a person. Just because something is ugly doesn't mean or that it deserves any less love. So I go for the animals that nobody else wants. And I nannied this little dog. A former student of mine, I was going to take her to court when she got stingy with Lucky. We got him right now again because she has people in the house with her. She has roommates, and these kids get these dogs and because they're cute, but then they don't take care of them. So I said, okay, when I go away and I have to put my animals in boarding, sometimes my neighbor will come in. I give her the alarm to the house, but if she can't, they go into boarding. So I said, Lucky can't go into boarding because he's not caught up on his shots. So I had to take him the other day, and I paid almost $200. You know what I mean? So Lucky got caught up on his shots and everything. And then when my daughter volunteers at the cat sanctuary in Acushnet, she was upset the other day because one cat she went to pet, and she started crying. And the girl was like, oh, my God, what happened? What happened? She said she went to touch that cat, and it was like lumps of hard nuts, like rocks all over it, because the fur had been so matted. So the story on the cage that some man left the cat to his son, the son didn't take care of it. They had never seen a cat so matted. So when she told me about it, I called one of my friends that she and her husband have had a pet grooming company, store or whatever, out in Fall River, and I sent her a DM. She got in touch with her husband because she wasn't at work that day, and we went. My daughter had the cold. We went to Acushnet. We got that cat. We drove to Fall River. You know what I mean? And I said, I'll pay. You mean because the cat was suffering? It's like it pulls the skin all up in it. Okay? So what I did was, her husband did such an excellent job, like the hand of a surgeon, to sit there and cut and groom that cat and to shave that cat down. Then that cat was, the knots were so bad, Honcho, that the cat couldn't even lift his leg to get food. Because it's that tight. Imagine your skin, just pull up all your hair and all your skin like that, and it just gets matted, and it's painful for them. That cat was so happy and purred all the way home. But while I was there, and I had put it on your Facebook page, you know what I mean? Her husband, they wouldn't take any money from me. So what I did was I just purchased flea and tick medicine for like different size cats and dogs. You know, to make that donation, and they said they're going to make another donation. And I said, because I will be leaving the country again, because that's what we do. Wherever we go, my daughter and granddaughter go to the shelters, and we bring everything that the animals need and take care of them. You know, that's just our mission. That's just who we are. And the other thing is the little dog that I nanny, Lucky. My daughter and I have the clippers that we can get to clip his claws, but they were curling under. Because my former student, she wasn't taking care of him, and she's not giving these animals the shots. So one toe, we couldn't get the claw like curled all the way. We couldn't cut it. I called another friend of mine who used to be a teacher, and now she has a doggy daycare. And I said, Pastor, you know what I mean? How much would you charge me to cut Lucky? Just two, one on each foot. And she said, all you have to do is get me a large, what you say, iced coffee, mocha or whatever, from Dunkin' Donuts. So I sent my daughter there. They had to end up muzzling him You mean, he was real nervous, and my daughter said, "Mommy, Pastor Miller's house is so cool. All the dogs, she had 11 dogs that she babysits on the first floor, you mean, and she lives on the second. You mean, and my daughter said, if you ever need a volunteer over here to help out, you mean, call me." Okay, but I'm just so into animals, and I love animals. Cannot hurt them. I was told a long time ago I should have taken heed that if a man can beat a dog or an animal, he can beat a woman.
I agree. I think that.
And I found that's what that damn Larry did. We had a Doberman Pinscher. I mean, he used to sit there and beat that dog so badly the dog would be running and he'd be jumping over tables and all that other bullshit. You know, I'm glad he died last year.
Mm.
No, the guy, not the dog. The guy. He died last year.
That's tough. Yeah. I'm not much for the animal abuse. I'm not much for abusing things or people or whatever that are just, you know, weak or can't fight back, or, you know, that you just have a clear advantage over it. So yeah, if a person can abuse a helpless animal, then they definitely will abuse another person. So I definitely.
Yeah, they're pieces of shit. They're pieces of shit. Will not have it. Don't like them. Do not deal with those kind of people at all. If you don't like them, you mean don't think that it's okay to hurt them. I will not even keep company with people like that. Swear to God. You know, absolutely. I'm sitting here, Lucky's looking at me like I'm listening to you, Mommy. And Winter's over there. Winter's so old. Yeah, he's got old. He's got arthritis, and he just meows at night. And right now, he's totally deaf. Usually, when you get the white cats, you mean they say, and they have like one green eye, one blue eye. They say that they're always totally deaf. But I said no, Winter wasn't always, but he is now. I mean, we can bang pots and pans in his ears. You know what I mean? And he doesn't hear a thing, so we have to kind of bang. You know what I mean? He can feel vibrations. You know what I mean? So that he'll listen to us and things like that. But I love how you love Scotty. I enjoyed seeing Scotty on there the other day. You know what I mean? I understand how Scotty must love Lady Honcho, because she must be one of those kind of women that she loves her animals and takes good care of it, because that dog will be loyal and loyal mostly.
But that's the crazy thing is Miss Lady Hunt did not like animals, hated dogs, like was not an animal person. But for some reason, Scotty just grew on her. Like he always loved her. You know, Miss Lady Hunter. She was not an animal person. Was not a big dog person. You know, she embraced him because, you know, I'm a dog person, and she kind of really wouldn't fool with him too much. And I don't know what changed. I don't know what. Now she loves the shit out of Scotty, and I just get left out of the equation. I'm just. He feels
her. He feels her soul. He feels her heart. And probably you love him too. You mean? But there's something about Lady Honcho that dog absolutely loves, and he'll protect her and lay all around her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You mean wag his tail and do extra tricks and everything for her. Mm-hmm. And I think that's absolutely adorable. But I'm not going to keep you because I have some things that I need to do. Okay. And I finally figured out how to watch The Den on my television, because I was doing it on my little cell phone. Mm-hmm. And so I just did it. So I'm watching you on TV right now. Heck yeah, and I'm so proud of myself because my name is Miss Low-Tech.
Well, I'm glad that you figured that out. And Ms. Grace, I'm glad that you called in and got the party started today. And it is good to hear that you are an animal lover. So I'm glad to hear that.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Thank you for calling. Shout out to Ms. Grace. Yeah, y'all gotta understand, like, I find it extremely, I don't want to say weird or anything, because it was Miss Juicy Fruit that called in the other day and was saying about Empress Yaya watching on the TV. And I don't know, because anytime, I guess I have to think, you know, technology has changed and have to embrace it. I imagine everybody watching The Den, like, on a phone for some reason. Like, when I think of, like, because, you know, you have to, I guess, you know, you want to try to figure out when you're trying to set certain stuff up, you want to have a certain look, you want to do certain things. So I'm sitting there trying to figure out, like, well, how do people watch The Den? What are people, you know, how are they consuming this content? And when people tell me that they're watching on television, I just find that extremely interesting. I don't know why. I just find that it's not mind blowing, but it's just I find it really interesting. And I don't know. I just find it extremely interesting. Miss Hattie, how you doing this afternoon? For those of you who want to know who received the worst caller vote. I gotta look at the awards. I had a list, and I don't know where I put the other awards at. Well, that's terrible. I can't turn around like that. The fucking screen looking crazy. I think I got the green screen too sensitive. Let me in here. But the winner of the worst caller award, and I guess I don't know because I guess I didn't differentiate, so I don't know people's thoughts. So I don't know if people are when people voted, if they just voted for who they thought was the worst overall caller, or who they voted for, who they thought may have had the worst call. But the winner of the worst caller award is Miss Shannon Jones by the whole 3 votes. Because people voted for so many different people, it didn't really take that much to win. What's the motherfucking deal? Who we got calling into the den this afternoon?
Now, wait a goddamn minute.
Yes.
Wait a goddamn minute. Let's go and get this straight first.
No.
Chill. I got an answer to the question you asked a few weeks ago, Honcho.
Okay.
I got it yesterday when I was talking to my mama.
Right.
Remember you asked about the pouring the cap full of bleach in your bathwater thing?
Yes.
And I said that my mom did it, and I don't know why, but she told me why yesterday. Bleach helps with disinfecting wounds. And when you were a little dirty little kid, like of course we was, because we actually played outside in the dirt, mud, grass, etc., it prevents leaving that ring around the tub. Now, if you don't believe in the healing factors, which I'm saying don't take my word for it, but I will take the word over doctors and or nurses. Because my stepfather, he's type 1 diabetic, whatever, but he had an infection in his foot. And they had the spray bottle, and they kept spraying it. My mom was like, what the fuck is it? Why are you spraying water? She said, no, it's water with some bleach in it. It helps for disinfecting, stuff like that. So I'm always like, well, so I guess it's true. Even though she did it to me when I was a kid, I took her word for it. I didn't think she'd just be dumping bleach in my bath water just to fuck with me or to make me light skinned. I don't know. But it is what it is. So I just took her word for it. So that's the answer to that. Now back to the goddamn topic. Look here. Y'all can say what y'all want. I'll beat the dog shit out my dog. Yes, the fuck I will. First of all, it's a difference from abusing a dog to checking a dog. Same way you whoop your child's ass. It's not abuse all the time. It's that they fucked up, you got to check them. The same way you do an adult. It's called an assault when you're an adult. When it's a underage person, it's abuse. So you call it what the fuck you want to. Anybody can get it. Male, female, K9, I don't give a shit. I beat the dog shit out you, bro. Like, no, it's not finna happen. Look here. When y'all got these little bitty little bitch ass dogs, y'all can do what the fuck y'all want. But my neck of the woods, or at least my family, my mom's household in particular, we only deal with large breed dogs. Rottweilers, German Shepherds, Pit Bulls, etc. Okay, so if you don't break your foot off in their ass, them motherfuckers ain't gonna listen. And when they don't listen, they tend to do what the fuck they want to do. And that's the last thing you want is a large breed dog that you can't bring nowhere because they can do what the fuck they want to do. The same thing as you don't want to bring no undisciplined ass kids nowhere. So I understand some people who treat their pets as they do their children. I get it, but I mean, sometimes you can go too far. You know what I'm saying? When you putting clothes on the dog, okay, you tripping. You're doing too much. The dog automatically got fur. Fuck out of here. But you got to check your damn animals, people. You got to. And beat your goddamn kids. You goddamn right. That's why the motherfuckers ain't got no respect for nothing. Beat they damn ass. Because if you don't, the laws damn sure will. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, so if you say if you don't beat your dog, then the animal, protective services, they gonna come get them, whatever it is, with ASPCA or AS, I forgot. It's because it's two of them acronyms that are like close to each other. They mean completely different things. What is it? ASPCA, I think, for the pets. So if you don't beat your pets, the ASPCA gonna come get them. But do you think that people go too far? Because I think some people, I've seen people with large breed dogs, and then you wonder why the dog snap or why the dog ain't right.
In particular, in that video in particular, with the girl and her dog. She hit the dog, whatever. I ain't really hurting that dog. But when she spit at the dog, that's a whole nother mindset. Now, I know you be like, well, damn, hitting is worse than spitting. Nah, man, because that just brings that to a whole nother level psychologically. You spit on something that you really, really hate. You can hit something you love, but you're not finna spit on it.
Yeah.
Real shit. And this notion, she said, if you hit an animal, you will hit a woman. But guess what? Yeah, I'll knock a bitch the fuck out if she do something just over the fuck, like just do too much. You try to cut my dick off, bitch, you gonna get these hands. Like, you got to do something extreme to make me hit you, especially if you're a female. But if you a dude, shit, you just got to disrespect me, bro. You can get all you want. You can get all this firepower, this heat, smoke, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'll throw the whole barbecue pit at your ass. It's whatever you want to, my nigga. But I digress from my point. People be exaggerating shit, number one. And two, other people be taking shit too far. So you on both far ends of the goddamn spectrum. Some people, oh, well, I just don't believe that, you should be hitting anything. Hitting is wrong. No, the fuck it ain't. Hitting to get a motherfucker mind right.
Okay, but so
I protest violence. No, ain't nothing wrong. Ain't nothing. What?
So would you say the intentions, though, are different as opposed to a person who just beats on the dog and then disciplines the dog?
It's all about your intention. Because, come on. If you trying to potty train the dog, or the dog comes shit in your goddamn house, you stick their nose in it, you whoop their ass. So every time they think about looking at that floor, they remember the last time they shit on that floor. It's a psychological thing. Now, if you just come in the house and the dog don't run up to you, you run up and kick the dog, like, okay, my nigga, come on, you doing too much. Now, me in particular, let's talk about me. I think I covered enough of that shit. I can't stand no motherfucking cat. Miss Grace, I love you to death, but I will never come to your goddamn house. I'll break a cat goddamn neck. I do not like them motherfuckers. That's why I think I was a dog in the past life. I don't like cats. I don't like none of them. Unless they lions and tigers and shit, I don't fuck with them at all. You know what I'm saying? I understand my place in the food chain, goddamn, but a regular cat, I don't like that purring shit. I don't like that rubbing up against my leg shit. I don't like that old fucking crazy ass mentality shit where they just flip the fuck out, go to swatting at you. And man, look here, bro. Look here, my dog don't get away with that. My dog no goddamn better. Don't you jump your ass up on me unless I tap on my stomach or tap on my leg. That you train them. A cat don't give no fucks, and I don't like that. Motherfuckers out of control. They want to do what they want to do. Like Miss Grace, look, you run your house how you want to, but I'll be damned if some little bitty motherfucker gonna come in my house and do what the fuck they want to do. And oh hell no, boy, I punt the fuck out of a cat. Get your ass out my goddamn house, that bullshit. If you gonna be in my crib, you gonna fucking mind me. Straight like that. I don't give a shit. So no, I don't do cats. Nuh-uh. They real unpredictable, can't be trained. They too wild for me. And a dog will have your back like 4 flats. Now I've seen some cats come to some rescues, and that's cool. That's cool. I ain't got nothing against that. But dogs is just more of a companion, because no matter what it is that's going on with you, the dog there. Like you said, Honcho, the dog is there. If you crying, going through a hard time, the dog will come up to you, lick you, you know what I'm saying, feel your pain, all kind of shit. If you excited, you jumping around screaming, the dog start barking too. Just like the dog is just like one of your niggas. He just can't talk. But he gonna always be there as long as you keep feeding him. That's just all you got to do. Feed him and give him some clean water. But
half time, even if you ain't, they're gonna find something. They'll come back still. I'd say dog do some old rancher. But the funny thing is, I think it's how they're raised, because I just saw this. I saw this thing because I don't know if y'all know this. It's a channel called the Dodo or something like that, and it's like all these feel good stories about animals. They'll go find like an animal, they'll rescue him or resuscitate the motherfuckers. Look like a pimp my pet damn near, because it should be like a raggedy ass pet, and then they end up fixing it up. Like it'll have mange, they'll find it on the street, it'll be fucked up, and then they rehabilitate it. But usually they do that so that they try to help them find homes and shit. I seen a dog with 5 legs on it. That shit was crazy. But they had a cat.
5 legs.
Yeah, it had like a leg in his ass. Like it was like a
wow.
It wasn't. I mean, it could shit, but it had like an additional leg kind of hanging out. But they had this cat that ended up getting adopted. Like it was a kitten when they got it, and for some reason, like it wouldn't take it. And one of the dogs, like it started nursing or something off one of the dogs, and now the cat is basically a dog. He does everything the dog does. Like, cause I seen people walk cats
The
on
fuck?
leash, cats on leashes before. And I thought it was the stupidest shit I've ever seen to see somebody with a cat on a leash. But this cat
I ain't
actually
never heard of that.
fucks with the dogs like dogs because it's actually like a dog shelter. But for some reason they took that little cat in, and the cat like it fucking acts just like a dog, which I find very strange. Like everything it does, it plays with shit like dogs play with shit, fetching and doing all kind of like it. The cat thinks it's a fucking dog. So I wonder how much of it is the way we are taught to treat animals, or so do like because it's a cat we treat it a certain way, or because it's a dog we treat it a certain way. Because Scotty got a lot of cat-like behaviors that concern me. I mean, he does a bunch of dog shit, but some of the weird shit, like he don't really bark, he don't really do some other little shit, but you know, so I wonder how much of it is how they're treated and how much of that impacts their mentality.
True that, because, again, abuse is one thing, but checking a motherfucker is a whole nother thing. Because I had this lady roll up on me one time. I was at home by myself. I was probably like, what, 13, 14? And we had the dog in the backyard. It was a child.
Oh, shit.
And this motherfucker had this propensity where he just wanted to chew up and fuck up shit. That was just his thing, so we had to whoop his ass all the time. Well, we finally thought we broke him out of it. So what we did was we took him off the leash and let him run around in the backyard. Well, this motherfucker decides he gets mad and wanting to start scratching up the back door while nobody was at home. I came home from school, and the first thing I do is check on the dog, feed him water, and all that. So I get home, the fucking back door got a hole, WHOLEHOLE, motherfucker. So fuck y'all. Through the back fucking door, and he in the fucking washroom chewing on the wood. Man, I grabbed a piece of that wood and wore that dog out. So the dog was hollering. This lady gonna come up to my fence. You need to stop whooping that animal like that. I say, bitch, if you don't get away from my fence, your ass is next. I was like 13. I call the police. Call them. By the time you didn't grab your cell phone, I'd be the wind upside your head. What the fuck is you doing in my yard in the first place? Because she had to walk through the front yard to get to the back gate. That's where she was at the back gate. I'm like, what the fuck? Who told you can get on my property? I could fuck you up right now, and I'll be justified because I don't know you, and I'm a minor. Y'all got to understand, I'm a smart nigga. So she chose the first option, to mind her fucking business and let me finish whooping my dog's ass. Because if I would have whooped him at 13, it wasn't going to be that bad. If my stepdad would have got home and saw that shit, which he did, and prevented him from beating the dog. I said, no, I already handled it. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to patch the shit up best I could. It wasn't a good job, but I did what I could do. So my stepdad didn't have to be, because he would have beat the fuck out the dog. Yeah, it was different. So that was basically saving the dog. I don't give a fuck how y'all look at it. But yes, you check them motherfuckers. You got to, because if not, they'll try to bite you. They don't want to do what they want to do. Like, I only had one dog that if I gave him some food and I couldn't take it away from him once I gave it to him. And I was real young at that time. All my other dogs, they look at me, but I'll beat your goddamn ass. That motherfucker, well, go ahead, do what you gonna do. I'll take the bowl, do what I'm gonna do with it. And the reason that happened, because sometimes mama get mad at me, because we'd always have dry dog food, and sometimes we'd have canned dog food. And she would want me to mix the can in with the dry. Well, I didn't always know when she bought the fucking canned dog food. So I just give them the dry and put it out. Then when I come back, she'd be like, well, did you give him some canned food? I'd be like, fuck. I didn't know we had none, so then I had to get the food back, come back and mix it. Well, that's how that problem would come about. But all my other dogs, they knew better. You know, of course, he didn't really give a fuck because he was a huge dog, and I was probably like, 6, 7? And I was a real little nigga. I was not. Again, I understood my place on the food chain. I was like, mama, that nigga is too big. I can't handle him. I can't. I wasn't fin to. But all my other dogs, they knew. You know, I learned. Nah, unless y'all got a better way to get a pit bull to fucking act right, I'm all for it. But we didn't do no crazy ass shit like the motherfucking shock collar. We ain't do none of that shit. We used our fucking hand and swatted him on the ass. That's all we did. I wasn't finna punch my dog in the face. It wasn't no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You just discipline him. You know, I wasn't finna beat my dog with no belt or extension cord. I always used my hand. That's it. So, swat them on the ass. They'll holler a little bit, but they'll be all right. But it ain't going to hurt them. They're not going to be able to not walk or not see. You know, I ain't finna debilitate my dog. Because if somebody come in that house, you know what I'm saying? I ain't had no pistol at the time. The dog had to be the one, you know? So,
Dog getting
It
beat.
is what it is.
Then he got to take a shot at somebody breaking the house. Damn, dog got a bad, man.
That's the fucking life of a dog. That's what they do, and they love you for it.
Yeah.
So, all this shit about if you hit an animal, you hit that's a bit of a reach. But at the same time, if you do something enough, yeah, I'll fuck you up. I will oblige you. I will oblige you, but it's got to be something pretty severe.
Okay. And I think, like I said, I think that applies more so to the people who are just kind of freewheeling with the beatings. Like I say, that's why I say I think that there's a difference between discipline and then just beating on animals. You got people who just treat animals like the little bitch that just threw the fucking dog in the damn dryer to get on the internet.
Why would you do that? Like, really? Who thinks of this shit?
Man, people who demented.
Who thinks of it?
Like, she needs to be beat. Her mama needs to be beat. Anybody affiliated, anybody in her immediate family needs to get their ass kicked. And they need to throw her ass.
It's a difference between discipline and torture. That's some unholy shit.
Yeah, but that wasn't even.
You put a whole dog in the dryer.
Just bored.
Come on, man.
That was because of boredom. That's what it is. Like that's why I say, fame and this social shit is a sickness. That's why I say little one shit. I'll be damn. She ain't gonna have no fucking fun. You gonna be a well understood teenager. What they call them? The clamshells, the flip phone. Get you one of them. You ain't gonna have no fucking access to no social media. I'll be goddamn.
Mm-mm.
Not until you have a full understanding of the world that we live in. Because, I saw some shit, so I'm going to talk about it in a minute, some shit that really fucking disgusted me. I damn near really, threw up, and it was niggas, and this is why, man, I don't even know if I want to say this, because I don't know if we're going to be live tonight, because there's some shit I want to talk about. Like, now that I just thought about this shit make me mad. Now that I seen it fucking again, make me mad, and people are saluting this shit. This is why niggas make me fucking sick, and I'm telling y'all, I'm finna start the second segregation. It's finna be black people from this nigga shit. Like, if you on some nigga shit, I'm really finna start just really cutting some ties. And nigga shit is, and we all got a little bit of nigga shit, and we all got little niggerish habits. But I mean, if you
okay, I was hoping you'd make that caveat.
Yeah, because we can't all be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to say be something you're not.
Mm-hmm.
You got certain, but it's just certain shit that fucking better, and niggas is supporting and justifying. Like, I ain't got time for no nigga who justifying obvious tomfoolery. Now, I mean, there's habits that are certain things that are, that you just gonna do. You're gonna respond to certain things in certain manner. You're gonna do certain things a certain way. But there's just certain shit wrong is fucking wrong, especially when it comes to these fucking kids and motherfuckers justifying these fast ass fucking kids. I ain't got no time for it. Like, take your trash ass home, so I don't want nothing to fucking do with you.
Not at all.
So, yeah, we're definitely gonna get into that. All right. Anything else you'd like to add to that, Professor Tree?
No, that's it. So, end of the moral of the story is discipline your kids and discipline your pets so other motherfuckers don't have to.
Alright. And yes, this
pretty
is
simple.
The difference between prepaid and professor. Big difference, y'all. Y'all gotta see the difference there.
And don't be out here beating on these women. God damn, niggas shouldn't have to say that, but come on, don't be beating on these women, man. Unless they trying to cut your dick off or some shit like that, then whoop that bitch ass. But not for no regular shit, not for some shit she said. If she cheated on you, leave that out.
Yeah, man.
That part I just don't get. Like, if she cheated on you, leave that bitch. Yeah. Straight up, let her fuck any nigga she want. You not gonna be able to stop her from fucking who she wanna fuck. So why you gonna sit up here and waste your time, energy, and effort beating on a bitch that don't really want to fuck with you? I don't understand that. That shit just don't make sense to me.
Man,
don't.
So they can beat the cheat out of the freak, but you can't. It is what it is, man.
And then turn right around and tell them they love them. Or you shouldn't have made me do that to you. Really? Man, come on.
That's a whole.
Come on. That's a whole nother topic. Anyway, I'm gonna let somebody else call in. I'm sitting up here with my flashes on, so if y'all annoyed by it beeping in the background, fuck y'all. It is what it is.
You know who talking about you.
I don't care.
The one.
I don't give a fuck, and they ought to know by now. Let them talk.
That's a BET. Professor, appreciate the call, Professor Trio, man.
All right, Honcho.
All right. Man. Apologize apologize for the rings there. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den this evening? Or afternoon?
Ashley.
Whatever time it is. Ashley. How are you doing, Miss Ashley?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, when coming up with this topic, you know, I thought about you and this cat that you've taken on. And you are now housing this small feline. How is the relationship between you and the cat currently?
How what?
How is the relationship between you and the cat currently?
I mean, I'm playing with the cat. I just don't like cats because I think they're disgusting. So it's not like I don't do anything to the cat. I just don't necessarily like it.
Is the cat somewhat growing on you?
Yeah, I mean, I like all animals. I just wish it was an outside cat, not one that lived inside my house.
And is the cat male or female?
It's a male.
Okay. At least you ain't gotta deal with cat support. Okay. All right. So what's on your mind today with today's topic?
I'm sorry, what?
I said, what's on your mind today about today's topic?
That is nuts. That is not normal at all. Like, who the heck does that?
What happened? What?
Not normal. And people who do stuff like that, they're usually victims of abuse themselves.
Oh, people who abuse animals?
Like, who says it? Huh?
Are you saying that people who abuse animals are generally victims of abuse themselves?
Yeah, oftentimes, yes. Like, there's no reason to treat an animal like that. Especially since they don't even learn like that. Like, your dog would be more fearful instead of learning. They don't. That's not how they learn, and that's not how you train a dog. At all.
I agree. I think there's different, right? I think that depending on what kind of dog you have, I think there's different techniques. I think if you get those bigger breeds, you have working breed dogs, you got to put a lot of effort in those animals because again they're built to work, they're built to accomplish tasks. So a lot of people get the dogs and the dogs just kind of sit in the backyard or they tie them up to a tree. But the dogs have energy. The dogs want to go in and you know do things. So that's why they tear shit up. That's why they do certain things because you know they have to use that energy. That's all they know. But then we interpret it you know as a negative thing, not realizing that the dog dog wants to do something. So I definitely agree with you that there's different ways to go.
Yeah, and that's just being an irresponsible pet owner. You know, like, if your dog is tearing stuff up, it's probably bored. Maybe you should do something with it instead of letting it sit in your yard. I don't know. I just think beating animals, that's extremely disgusting.
Okay. So have you ever owned other pets besides the cat?
I've had dogs all my life.
What kind of dogs?
Rottweilers.
Is there a specific connection to that breed, or just kind of what you stuck with, or?
No, just that we've always had Rottweilers or pit bulls, and then poodles.
Well, pit bulls and poodles. Okay. So do you think that pit bulls are an aggressive breed, or do you think that people make them aggressive?
People make them aggressive, but they're naturally more aggressive, and obviously they're stronger than most dogs. So, I mean, it's not necessarily like all of them will be aggressive, but if you don't correct it early enough, then yeah, it can become a problem.
Yeah, I used to have a homeboy that had a Rottweiler, and that motherfucker was the meanest fucking dog I've ever fucking known. Like,
What? I love mine.
shit, they used to keep this motherfucker out on the leash, and I remember one time we were over there and they had a van, in the driveway. So we'd hop in the van, we'd smoke in the van. And I brought one of my partners with me from out of town. So we went over there, we're hanging out, we smoking in a little van or whatever. And it was one of those, family vans where you could like open both doors, like they had sliding doors on both sides. And so the Rottweiler could come up, basically the leash had enough leeway to where it could come up to the side of the door. So we would always get in on, one side and exit on that same side. So we got in there, we got real lit. We were in there really blitzed. We hotboxed the car and everything. And we're getting out the car. And, my homeboy was sitting on the side closer to where the dog had access. And so as we getting out, we tell him, hey, don't go out that side. But he had already like opened the door and was stepping out. Like maybe he didn't catch it, maybe he was too high to hear it or whatever. He was like, again, hey, don't go out that side. He was like, huh? And the dog comes rushing up to him. I've never seen someone clear of, he hopped from one side he was outside on the outside of the van, like clear across the van, out the other door, like didn't touch any of the interior of the van. No, just from one side to the other, out from one door to the other, like that motherfucker was so scared. The dog was about to take a chunk out of his ass. Adrenaline will make you do some very interesting things, but yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Even though he didn't, it could have been dangerous for him.
See, I always had trained dogs. Our dogs have always been trained. So, they weren't super aggressive.
So did you keep dogs for protection as pets? Do you think they had multiple purposes, or what was the main reasoning behind all that?
Mainly protection, because I used to do French ring, which is like a sport, like a training sport for your dog. So all of my dogs were like super trained, and I even like, you get dogs sometimes and you train them up, and then you can sell them as like a protection dog to somebody.
Did you speak German to your dogs?
No, I did English.
Okay.
I'm not a douchebag. Who does that?
No, some people fucking be talking.
A lot of people do, but
yeah, it's crazy.
uh,
Yeah, I find that very strange. People talking German to German shepherds. I guess I don't know. Maybe it makes sense to them. Who knows? Okay. So you're not really a cat person. You like dogs. What about has there been a strange or exotic pet that you've ever owned?
I've had like lizard. I had a frog. Turtles. Hamsters, and like, yeah, I've had turtles, and then I've had hermit crabs, like what do you call it? Like not like a hamster, I guess. And then I had gerbils.
Maybe like a guinea pig.
I had all sorts of animals.
Okay. So you're talking about like a guinea pig? You're talking about the thing that was like a hamster?
Yeah, I've had guinea pigs before. And I've had rabbits.
What do rabbits do? Are they really a good pet, or are they just kind of there?
They're there. It's so stupid. It's just like a waste of time to me.
Okay. Rabbits are stupid. Have you ever adopted pets, or do you only get new animals?
No, I've adopted pets. I prefer like old, like sometimes, like when I did training, I would have to get them at 6 weeks. From that, but like if it's a pet or like a cat or something, I don't care. The sooner it dies, the better. No, I'm kidding. But no, I don't mind like an old pet as long as it doesn't pee in the house.
That is tough. That is tough. Okay. Interesting. So what is the worst pet experience that you've had?
The worst?
Yes, worst pet experience. Worst pet experience that you've had.
Oh my god. I had this dog that, like, it pooped in the house every single day, like, for like a month. They changed the dog food. And I couldn't figure out what was wrong. Because she was on antibiotics, like, right when I changed the food. But then, you know, when she started having the runs every single day, and I had to get the carpet cleaned professionally, like, once a week, and then I'd have to, like, use my own carpet cleaner every day. Like, that was so disgusting.
Was it like from hard food to wet food, or like what was the change that you made in the food?
It was just like a higher quality of kibble, but I used to feed my dogs raw food.
Wow.
So then I was changing to like a high quality kibble, but I think it had like too much fat in it or something to where it was like, I don't know. It was awful. Like, terrible. I can't even believe I did that. Like, I should have just, like, now, I would throw that fucking dog away as soon as it poops. No.
That's tough. That's terrible. Me Scotty had a little issue with that this weekend, because what is that somebody had told me to give me a blue buffalo or whatever it is, that fucking crazy shit. So I've been feeding him blue buffalo. I think that's what it's called. I just know the logo, blue buffalo, blue something blue. And so I feed him that, but he'll eat it. You know, it's like I guess the little hard food, kibble or whatever you call it. But he don't really like it. You know, I don't mean he'll eat it, but the thing is, probably part of it is because, you know, he's, especially when the little one's around, he finds a way to finagle table food and shit like that. So he figures like, hey, y'all eating, why I ain't eating what y'all eating, you know? Well, I gotta go over here by myself and eat this little hard fucking chicken food or whatever. But so I decided to be nice, so I went and got some, cause he likes shitty food. Like, Scotty likes shitty food. I got him some like Alpo or some pedigree or something to mix in with it. And he ate, you know, all around the hard food. He ate all the fucking little Alpo shitty food and all that stuff. And after that, he had the worst shits. Like, it was even the other night when he was in the den. That's why he kept kind of getting in my face. He was kind of letting me know. He was hitting me with the little paw. Like, he has two kind of reactions that I've learned from Scotty. If he's actively trying to get my attention, he has to take a piss. But if he's kind of getting my attention and being like gentle with the paw and doing all that, it means he needs to go take a shit. But yeah, so he was kind of putting his paw on me, and I mean, it was the worst shit ever. And then the thing is, you know, I'm adamant about picking up my dog shit. Like, I don't like people who just let their dog shit anywhere, you know, especially if it's a place where, you know, most people be in an area where most people, especially like an apartment complex, and people just let their fucking dog shit everywhere. That shit pisses me off. So my thing is, I'll just catch the shit as it's coming out as opposed to picking it up off the ground, because it seems like it's extra work if I have to do that. And I got a handful. Let me rephrase that, because I put a bag over my hand. I'm not catching Scotty's shit raw. I got a.
Oh my God, that's happened to me before. Yes.
And it's just, yeah, it was just like, what the fuck, Scotty? You lucky I fucking like you, man. But I give him his credit, because the way that shit was coming, like, I mean, you're an A1 soldier, Scotty. Because if I had to take shit like that, I don't think I'd have been able to hold it. So, you know, he did a good job. So kudos for him. I gave him an extra snack, so he's cool. But yeah, that switching the food shit can be bad. So what is the best dog or best animal experience that you've had?
You know, I mean, I just really like, you know, dogs and training them.
So you train them personally?
Mhm.
Okay. What is the most interesting thing that you've ever trained a dog to do?
Just to, like, open up doors or flip the light switches.
Flipping light switches.
Yeah.
The dog's a slave.
Their little noses.
That dog has a job. That's tough. Okay. Do you think that people should be allowed to take their pets anywhere with using them as quote unquote service animals? Now, some people really have real service animals, but you have these people who have the dogs for what they call like anxiety animals or some shit like that. And they take their animals wherever they go. Do you think that? Yeah. Do you think that should be allowed?
I used to take my dog everywhere.
So you're one of those.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I ordered a little vest off of eBay. And you put like a folded piece of paper in there. Nobody questions it.
They're a game in the system. Ain't that? That's tough, man. That's tough.
But my dog behaved. My dog was like fine. Like I could like drop the leash in the middle of nowhere, or walking, and my dog would still be right there. Or I could tell him to like sit while walking, and he'd stop. He'd do the little routine. He's really good at fight work, stuff like that.
That's cool. Well, that's something we've learned new about Miss Ashley, that she is a dog trainer. Okay. If I ever get another dog.
A lot of things again.
You say what?
Like it really is fun. Like if you can get into it, and there's a lot of you just join a club, and then you start getting into training, and then you get your dog some awards, and you can sell your puppies for more if you're into that, or you can sell a trained dog for a lot, an awful lot.
You're out there pimping the puppies. That's tough. So you're out there pimping puppies. That's tough.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a huge business.
I believe it, man.
It is.
People selling these pit bulls for $1,200, $2,000, $5,000 and shit. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, you can. And that's so stupid because it's like, even like us, like they're in the training industry, like there was this guy selling puppies for $5,000, like 6-week-old puppies. Like that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. And it's not like the dog was trained; it's like a 6-week-old puppy.
Yeah.
And then he'd sell you training packages for like $1,200 a month, and these idiots would buy it.
Yeah, I mean, can't knock the hustle. I mean, shit. I ain't mad at him. I mean, that's I can't be mad at anybody. If it works and people are willing to pay, then obviously there's a market for it. If people want to be foolish enough to do it, well, what's the saying? A fool and their money are soon parted. So, yeah, I can't be upset with them for that.
Okay. Well, anyways, that's basically all I got.
Okay. Well, Miss Ashley, I appreciate you calling in and sharing your story with us this afternoon.
No problem. Thanks for taking my call. Right.
Adios. Shout out to Miss Ashley. For those of you who are asking, yes, Shannon won the worst caller. It ain't no picking and choosing. It was the votes. She had a whole 3 votes. Because what happened is some of y'all were taking out your personal vendettas with each other and nominating and voting for all kinds of other people. And so there was like 15 nominees. All right, Jason, I appreciate you coming through. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this afternoon?
You already know who this is.
I don't know who this is. I ain't never heard this voice before. It's been so long I forgot. I have no idea who this is.
I get it.
Oh, okay. What's that?
I'm like, what the fuck? Who told you to get on my property?
Hello?
Wait, were you? I'm laughing at where you at the stream, what you was listening to. So what?
Oh, you heard that?
Yes, that's what I'm laughing at. Okay. So what's on your mind? How you feel about pets? What are your thoughts on pets? Animals?
No, I ain't ready to talk about no pets yet, and I don't give a shit about no pets.
Well, what is you talking about then?
I'm ready to talk about these crooked ass elections that's running around the den. Now, ain't no all nothing. This the second time people don't know why this person won.
Cause that's what y'all
That's
voted for.
what's going on.
Oh, man.
All these mystery ass votes and shit is a problem. No, ain't no.
Yes, it's See, y'all over here sounding like Hillary, and this is sounding like what is that 2016 all over again.
Yeah. Well, you the one who took my call, so.
Because there's a code of ethics that I follow, but for some reason y'all swear up and down that I'm shuffling and misvoting, and I take that's the same process. I'm a very simple man. So when I end the call,
Do you wear glasses?
Do I wear glasses? No, I probably should. But
Yeah, because you definitely missing some people votes and shit. I don't know what's going on.
All right, look. What happened last time? Let me explain. I will explain to y'all. Let me give y'all a proper, thorough explanation.
You got 2 minutes.
Here's my protocol. When it comes to the calls, people are like, oh, Honcho, don't ever take my call. Whenever a call hangs up, I take the very next call. That's how I always operate. Unless I say, hey, we only taking one more call tonight, and I'm waiting on a specific
Shannon, I
person
don't know what you want to call in for anyway. They say you the worst caller. That means they ain't really trying to hear what you talking now.
I'm trying to hear Shannon. I'm listening to Shannon just because she got 3 votes. It's not, and that's what I'm saying. And I'll explain that. Anyway, the first then election, it came down to a 3-way tie, and actually,
And we all know that was bullshit right there. Because ain't no way Heidi and Brandon tied me for the most votes. That's bullshit.
How not?
But we gon' you know what?
Okay,
We
well,
gonna
explain why don't you believe that? Because you only saw votes in the chat?
It ain't just that. It's other people, regulars, that didn't even vote. Prepaid said he didn't vote. I mean, all the votes wasn't counted.
The prepaid wasn't here because he was working. He wasn't here. I noticed he wasn't there most of that week.
He's
But
a
how does
regular.
that count? There's a certain time frame.
What's going on.
But what I'm saying is, so if the time frame is surpassed, I cannot.
Accounts voting and shit. But whatever.
So all I'm saying is, so I'm supposed to wait a week after the vote to take extra votes to fix it?
I already said we gonna move on. Well, I don't agree with that shit. I don't agree with Shannon being the worst call either. That's bullshit.
Well, you should have. Look, y'all gotta vote. I can't control who the people vote for, because here's the thing. Honestly, because you're absolutely right. I did miss some votes because after I went back and I was checking on my Facebook page, there were actually 2 other votes that I did miss, and that original 3-way tie wouldn't have been a tie, but.
Female pimp, ain't nobody special but you. You the one the worst caller. You only had 1 call, and that was the worst call. So you can move along, honey.
And so even with that 3-way tie, the outcome would have been the same.
When you did call in, that was immigration knocking at your door. I don't know how you still here. Or you in another country. You been deported already. I'm not the one you want to play with, baby, okay? But let's get back to what we were talking about.
What were we talking about?
How you be cheating?
Yes, I cheated Heidi out of an election fair and square because I did miss some votes for Heidi that were sent to the Facebook page. So honestly, even the fact that it was a 3-way tie, because it was a 3-way tie because 3 moderators. It was 9 votes each. It was 9 votes each. It was a 3-way tie. I got the list. I got the numbers.
It only be about 30 people in the den. So how was a 3-way tie? So where the other votes at?
It's people.
Where all the other votes come from?
So
and then you said some people voted for DeMarcus, some people voted for Professor Trill. Come on.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So you think it's always the exact same 30 people every night, or sometimes it's mainly the regulars and it alternates people here and there?
If they don't be in here as a regular, they shouldn't be voting because they don't know what's going on, and they voted for people that's not for them. Everybody that's a regular, this ain't even about me. Everybody that's a regular knows Shannon is not the worst caller. Come on now.
But what
Come
I'm
on
saying,
now with shenanigans. These are shenanigans.
These are not shenanigans because this is what I'm telling y'all. See, this is what y'all did because everybody voted. Let me see how many people. It was like 8 or 9 different people voted for worst caller. So that means that even though some people may have had 2 votes, some people may have one. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There were 12 people voted for worst caller. So if everybody else had 2 votes and Shannon had 3, she ends up having the most votes. That was the problem, is that there were so many nominees. With the moderators, there was only maybe 4 or 5 people getting votes. But when you got 12 people getting votes, then they're going to be spread out amongst the people. She just happened to have 1 more vote than the next person. That's the only thing. Do I personally think Shannon is the worst caller? Sometimes, not always. But my thing is this: it's just that there were so many nominations. It didn't take very many votes to be nominated for the worst caller. So either we're gonna have to figure out and change the process to where there's only maybe 3 or 4 nominees for each category, and then let the people vote on that, or we're gonna have a free range, true democracy, and allow people to vote for who they can have write-ins and all that other stuff. Because trust me.
So I don't even want to talk about that no more. Where's my early bird pistachios that I want my 5,000 added on with my $1,000 for this call?
Yeah, I wasn't able to keep. I couldn't keep track of the early bird records, so I can't.
No, I already got them. It was Tanisha, Sweetberry, Brandon, me, and Miss Meat. You got the 5, so you can go ahead and throw everybody 5,000 pistachios. Because I'm a moderator and I was watching.
Is that all? That was it. That was the only folks.
That was the only folks. That was early. Yeah.
That's tough.
Again, that was Sweetberry, Tanisha. Them the first 2 I saw. Then I came in. Brandon came in behind me, and then Miss Meat came in, and that was that.
Oh,
now, if I missed you, I didn't dish, but I didn't see.
Well, what about people you may have blocked? What if you can't see them because you got them blocked?
If I got them blocked, then they got to speak up for themselves, call in and let you know. I ain't got shit to do with that.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
I called in to tell you, so they should call in and tell you. Why they didn't call in and say something? They don't deserve shit. Don't be trying to bandwagon off of shit I done called in for.
Well, if everybody kind of call in and claim their pistachios, then all those individuals have to call in and claim their own pistachios. I cannot vouch. The only one I saw was 335.
The only one you saw was 335. That's the only one you ever see every day. That's why he in the lead with the pistachios. Y'all been on some slick shit with this early bird pistachios. I wonder how long this shit been going on.
It's only been on like last week. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
Now y'all they ain't told nobody about the early bird. You know what happened, y'all? See, I'm finna spill all the tea. See, I came in there early. See, they ain't expect me because, I be on CP time. You know what I'm saying? Because I always get there a little bit late. I come in, I see him trying to do some shit real fast, throwing everybody 30,000 that was in there before. I said, what the hell going on around here? Why these people getting all these damn pistachios? Huh? And then I find out it's for the early birds that I ain't know nothing about.
Okay,
Brandon, what the hell you laughing at? You been getting early bird pistachio for damn near a week, ain't said shit. But he one of y'all favorite moderators. He one of y'all favorite moderators and ain't even put y'all on. Now y'all know if I knew about the early bird pistachios, I would have told y'all.
But if I'm not early, how can I give out early bird special? I'll have to go back. I have to do a stream audit and confirm whether or not, who was.
You can do the audit. I ain't got to lie to kick it. I ain't finna put nobody on that I didn't see. Because if I would have said some people, I would have definitely threw only in there. So I ain't said what I'm finna lie for. See, you can do what you do.
Let me see. Look, I'm doing y'all like the Democrats, man. I'm making y'all some promises, but I just might not be able to keep them all. Y'all have to re-elect me.
Hey, you probably good too. You had skip this call, did you? Like you normally be doing. Don't be answering my call. Cause I tried to call the other day, you ain't answer, but that's okay.
See how see. I try to be a man of principles, and then y'all hit me with these false allegations, these false accusations, and these fraudulent situations, and then now y'all want pistachio reparations. See, this is just it's just not it's just not it's a lose lose for me. I can't win. I cannot
Where's
win.
my 5,000 at? Where's my 5,000 early bird pistachios at? I see 1,000.
I told you
I want my 5,000.
That's your 1,000 for your current call. I gotta go and I gotta do an audit, and then I will
No, you ain't got to do no. You ain't got to do
retroactively.
shit.
I will
No, you ain't got to
retroactively
do no audit.
supplement
No,
the
sir.
given
No, sir.
pistachios
Because
that
you
are
should have
necessary.
been. How you gonna give out early bird stuff and you ain't there? You
Right.
should have been on it. Like you was on it when you was giving out the 30,000. You didn't have to do no audit for that. You was there and giving out the 30,000. See, this what it is, Sweet Berry and Carnation. He don't want y'all to have them early bird pistachios. That's what it is. Especially Sweet Berry. He really don't want you to have it. And you know why, Sweet Berry? Because when I walked in on them with the 30,000 pistachios, they talking about don't tell Sweet Berry about the early bird pistachio. I'm like, why y'all trying to play Sweet Berry like that? But then later on in the show, you know how that little boy come up with who in the lead with the pistachios and shit, and I see Brandon at the top. You know what I'm saying? And I see you done slid down some, Sweet Berry, because you know what? They've been plotting on you to get these early bird pistachios so they'll take over the lead. Because remember when you was was in the lead, Sweet Berry? And now all of a sudden you slid down to number 3, but all the early bird people in front of you. You see what's going on here? But like I'm saying, Sweet Berry, you need to start calling in. Because people is calling in. You damn right I snitched. You damn right. So did.
That's tough, man. That's tough. I didn't realize.
He ain't saying nothing. He ain't saying I'm lying.
I don't realize this is the situation that we have come to at this point. I never thought that the
You damn right I'm telling it off. If you don't cheat me, I know election and think I ain't gonna snitch. I'm telling on everybody. I'm telling on everybody because I ain't saying that you personally cheated me, but it was some people that made up some bogus accounts and then gonna vote and shit. Yeah, I'm telling everything. You damn right I'm telling everything. Tanisha, you right on the money with. You on the money with. But Sweet Berry, like I say, girl, you better start calling in. Shannon won worst caller B. That was bullshit. Hello, you ain't hung up on me yet. I thought you would have hung up at now.
I'm over here looking and dibbling and dabbling, seeing what I got to see in some of these accounts here, because it's easier to type them in.
Nah, Miss Meat, I ain't snapping today. I'm just snitching. That's all.
I don't know if Miss Meat gets some. I don't know if she was on time. I think Miss Meat was late.
Broderick, you better ease up off Miss Meat now. I can't protect you from that, so don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, so I gave y'all's 5,000. Now, if I have to go back and audit, then I'm taking everybody pistachio. So I've given.
You can go back and audit. I ain't got to lie to keep it like I said, because if I was gonna lie, I would have threw some other people I like in there.
I saw only after too late to get snuck in there. I saw when she came in.
Yeah, what is the next award for? The next crooked election.
Let me see. The next crooked election. Let me find my paper with my next vote on there.
Yeah, I like that idea. That's what I had came up with, Broderick. Me and you be on the same vibe, man. Best chat troll.
Yeah, I want to talk about the best troll.
Best chat troll, yeah. I definitely like that. I like that.
All right, we'll go with the best chat troll. I will listen to the people. We'll go. So the next vote will be for.
You didn't listen to the people when they voted Rashida best moderator. So now all of a sudden you gonna listen to the people. Okay though. So every day Rashida picked up 1 or 2 votes. I ain't see Brandon or Heidi name in the first election. But yet they came from behind and tagged me on some outside votes and some mystery votes and shit. But it's all good. I ain't gonna keep
See,
revisiting it,
you
but
gotta,
it's
you
all
gotta, you
good.
gotta know your demographic. See, this is how this works. Because you stand into the forefront. You represent the people who come out into the forefront. So you put yourself out there. So your voters are people who will put their
Everybody
votes
should be
out
in the
there.
forefront. So
But
if
but
you
this but
want to hold
listen.
yourself out to the
But
people
this
as something, you should be out
but
there.
this is what
And
I'm
these
saying.
the other
Everybody
two the other
affiliates
two
with a certain
people
type of people.
they didn't even call in to thank the people that did vote for them. And while I'm on the phone, I do want to thank the people that did vote for me in the first election. I appreciate it.
That's tough. That's tough, man. Uh, that's tough. Okay.
Oh, but on the subject of the cats and dogs and animals and shit, I don't like neither one. I don't like animals. Period. Never had one. Don't want one. So So I can say that I actually called in and said something on the subject.
That is tough. That is tough. I can't believe. That's what I'm a send
Miss
a
Me
pet
Too
to
ain't the
you.
worst caller. You one of the best callers. I don't know where B got that from. He just on some bullshit.
Let me see. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Don't
Look,
don't
look, look.
don't pay no attention to that, Miss Me.
All I'm gonna say is it's a few folks that was closer. It was a couple of very decisive areas. It was some people who was in between on votes, and they went one way or the other. If they might have gone the other way, Shannon might not. There either might have been another runoff, or Shannon might not have won the award. So all I'm saying is some of y'all are closer than y'all might have thought. So I'm leaving it at that.
What?
Hmm?
What you trying to say? You all trying to throw some shade. What are
I'm
you
not
trying
trying
to
to
say?
shade. What? Shade?
Yeah, shade.
I'm
Shade
just
tree. You
saying.
shade tree.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
Patty. Yeah, shade tree. Yeah.
I'm just saying some people. I'm not saying any names. It could be anybody.
You don't never want to say something. Say no name. Say the name. Say my name. Say my
This ain't
name.
Destiny Child. And so all I'm saying is that there were some people who may have been closer to the award than they think, and not just it's people who ain't even regulars that may have been close to the award than they think. Like I said, there's a lot of people that had 2 votes, and then interesting. There's a lot of people that had 2 votes. That easily could have been a 3rd vote, and they could have been in the running. So that's
Okay, if you say so. So the first election had over 30 people vote, and this one only had about 17 people, 18 people vote.
But what I'm saying, there were 12 candidates. So all I'm saying, if you had 12 people with multiple votes, and then you had one individual got 3 votes.
Why would 12 people in the den get votes? That don't even make sense.
Man, 12 people voted. 12 people
What
got
y'all
voted.
doing out there? These votes ain't making sense.
I mean, people have their own. Some people have people they don't care for. Some people have people that.
Now, be for real. Why would you throw Sean name out there? I wish she was in here. See, you on some straight bullshit now. You know damn well Sean don't have the worst call.
Mm, mm, mm. All right, let me see.
Be for real. Who you voted for? For worst call.
Now they got people exposing votes. This is where we have come to at this point. And
This crazy. Y'all think Sean and Miss Meek is the worst caller. That is straight bullshit. Y'all don't know what the worst caller thing is. I don't know. I can't call it.
yeah, somebody voted for you, female pimp. You might have more than one vote. But then I guess I got to come with better clarification on these nominations so that way people have a better understanding.
B, why you on this bullshit today, man? You come in here, you ain't been in here in a minute. D, you come in here on bullshit. What's going on?
So
You having problems at home? Things not going too well, cause you come in here on some straight bullshit.
Man, it's people nominated old callers, people nominated some triple OG callers, people nominated people who may no longer be with us at this time. So it was a lot of interesting callers. And then some people, again, I think some people didn't want to, put themselves out there. But that's why I say I keep all the vote out. Well, if you vote openly, that's on you. But that's why I try to offer alternative avenues for certain people who don't want to put themselves out there like that, but they may have an opinion. You know what I'm saying?
DC, it's obvious that you new around here. I call in and talk about what I want to talk about until I'm ready to talk about pets.
Nah, we finna
What
talk
the
about some
best thing
goddamn
for
pet.
you to
Nah,
do, the best thing for you to do
you
is
better
to
have a goldfish.
put your computer. No, don't try to cut me off. Put your
Nah,
computer on pause
you
until
gonna
I'm
get a
done. Cause
goldfish
ain't no
and a
next caller
motherfucking.
until I'm done.
Nah.
Okay,
Next,
and
we talking
that's
about
all
pets or
I'm
what?
saying.
We ain't talking about Alexa no more. We talking about pets or what? So, my thing is this though. Let us have some standards and rules for the next award. All right. The next award will be for the best troll chatter. All right. So this is not necessarily callers. We've had some good troll callers come through too. But who is the best troll in the chat? Now, for those who need to understand, you have multiple options to vote. You can vote via the Denline. You can send in a text message. You can vote via the chat, but make sure I confirm your vote in the chat because I don't always see the vote. So you may have to, put it once or twice. But when I let you know that I've confirmed, if I've seen it, I will record your vote. You can vote via the Facebook group, Instagram DM, or the Twitter DM at Den Show Live on any of those platforms. You can send an email to denshowlive@gmail. Gotta write some down since I would change some stuff up. I gotta get all that done.
Yeah, Miss Meat, you need to call in because Broderick's on some bullshit today. So
She
you
can't
need
call in because people don't want to talk about pets.
No, don't nobody want to talk about no pets. For what?
Everybody want to talk about. Everybody got pets, but you, and so you trying to block the pet owners from being able to talk about their pets that they love so much.
They can start them Facebook groups to talk about their shit.
That's tough. Y'all see what I'm talking about? What be me? What am I doing? I ain't do nothing. All right. That's
We was talking about that. We was talking about that before you showed up on CP time. We ain't want to talk about this shit. We want to change the subject, but it's all good. If that's what this your den though. If that's what you want to talk about, that's okay with us.
Yeah, we want to talk about some damn pets. That's my name. What you talking about? Forget them pets. You better stop hating on them pets. And my name posted something, I believe, in the Facebook thing because it was making me think about what Jay Dizzle was talking about, men hitting women, and it was some chicks outside the club. That nigga laid I won't say he laid a 3-piece. He punched her like 3 times, but it was 3 separate occasions. She kept coming back for more, so I guess she hadn't had her feel.
The chat troll gonna be hard because it's like shit, at least 10 of them. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know who I'm gonna vote for. That shit right there is gonna be rough.
So is that your confirmation, female pimp? Before I log your vote, because once you vote, that is your vote. I don't want y'all coming back and changing votes and doing that. What you get logged in is what you get logged in. Oh, I got you.
Only who bullying you? I'm finna put their ass in time out. What's going on? We don't bully people in the den.
What? So from the number one bully.
Who? Only is the nicest person in there. That should be one of the awards, the nicest den member.
I don't know. Everybody got they limit in the den. Everybody done had some moments where we've seen the other side.
Did I get my 5,000 pistachio? I need to move along and do something else.
You got your 5,000 pistachios like 10 minutes ago.
But I'm gonna have to go back and log, and if I don't get it, see them, I'll be calling later on tonight about that.
Okay, go check them out. Like I gave your little early bird crew who you claimed was in here early. I went in the back end because it's easier just to put it in there as opposed to typing the give and all that other shit in the chat. So y'all can check your numbers. Y'all, your whole little crew. Allegedly, Kenesha, Sweetberry, 335. Miss Meat, who I don't ever believe be on time, but so somehow you say she was. They all got an extra 5,000. But like I said, I'm gonna go back and audit after the stream and double check. You know. So we gonna see. We gonna see.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Why Heidi can't be a candidate? How do we ban people from being able to participate? Somebody voted for Kenneth. I voted for Kenneth. Kenneth and a vote. Is that your confirmation? My name while I log your votes.
Oh yeah, he definitely up there. He definitely in the top 3.
What?
Yep.
That's tough.
Yep. Yeah. He definitely in the top 3.
That's tough. That's tough.
You know it because he troll you every day.
I don't be listening to Ken.
Oh. Oh, Sweetberry, he didn't get a 5K, so he's telling me something.
Okay, so what y'all need to do is go pull up. Let me pull up the top 5 real quick. Cause y'all know y'all be eyeballing the top 10.
So he know I can't see, so he just gonna tell me anything on the phone. Oh man.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Mean, I'm finna get off the phone.
All right, now look, Sweetberry, you had like 220 or something, and you went from number 3. You went from number 4 to number 3. So now, Sweetberry, since you saying I didn't give them out, do I need to take them back? Because I swear that last top 10 points, you were ranked number 4, and now you ranked number 3.
Oh, Sweetberry, you done moved up to number 3. Okay.
But allegedly I didn't give out the points. See how y'all be doing me? Y'all be questioning my ethics and my morals and my modus operandi, and then I be doing my due diligence, and y'all just you can't, man. See, black folks.
He pulled out the receipt. That means he know he did something, Sweetberry. Don't argue with him. But you gotta you gotta start calling in, because there's other people behind you that's gonna be calling in trying to get some thousand pistachios. You want to keep your lead, you gotta start calling in. Well, I'm out, Miss Niece in the call.
Okay. Well, thank you.
And then be here early tonight, Sweetberry. Get that 5K again. We gonna try to keep your lead. And we gonna catch Brandon ass too, cause he be on some straight bullshit though. He play like he's so nice, but he be on bullshit too. He be with the program and shit. They on some bullshit around then. It's all good though.
You gotta wake up early to beat Brandon. 335 got a whole strategy.
Sweetberry, don't be talking about you sorry. You ain't got to be sorry for shit, because they sure said don't tell Sweetberry about them early bird pistachios. Don't be sorry.
Well, Miss Me, for me to answer your call, I have to hang up on Rashida. So y'all know, like I said, I have a protocol that I don't hang up on nobody. I answer the next call once before. So if you ain't getting through, don't blame me. I follow the same procedure always.
Yeah, he been very polite. I would have hung up on me like 10 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. But I just want y'all to know, so y'all can't question my ethics. Y'all understand how I operate.
Oh yeah, people was early last night. It wasn't no dead last night though. On.
Yeah, I might have been early. I don't know what y'all's early for, but
Right, you gotta be early when the den gonna be open.
Be early, look. Be early to the club.
Right, Sweetberry. Come early. Only come early too. Come about 10 minutes early. And type "I'm here" in the chat. So when he tried to say he didn't see you, you got the time stamp in there, or put "I'm present." That's what I did. I made sure I put my shit up there, because he can go back in the chat thing and see I'm here. Goddamn it. That means I done staked my claim. That's right. Don't just come. Put something in there.
I see folks trying to call. I done told y'all how this operates. Y'all don't blame me. I'm fair and square across the board. Y'all just gonna have to wait.
Why you trying to blame me for not taking people's calls?
Did I say that? I didn't say that. I said the way I operate is that I don't hang up on people. I just take the next call after I end the call. So I'm allowing you to play. Since you say that I've been doing you bad, you say that I've been finessing you for votes and pistachios, and all these accusations against me. You know what I'm saying? All these false accusations against my character. And this is how I get treated. Black men can't win in America.
Oh,
All right. Well, Miss Rashida, I appreciate your call. You have some of your constituents who are trying to get in, so I'm gonna allow them a chance to state their claim.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate your call.
All right. Thank you for taking my call this time.
Well, this time, I ain't gonna be sorry, Miss Rashida. I appreciate you calling with your no pet having ass.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. You take care.
All right.
Bye bye.
What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling in to the den this evening?
I'm gonna only explain this one more damn time what my name means. Whoever ain't in the chat this time when I explain what this meat is and what it means, then you just won't know. My husband's name is Demetrius. They call him Meat. So I put Miss Meat. And when I made this name, I was 37 at the time. Has nothing to do with dick and balls, coochie, and none of that. Okay? Okay? Y'all got that? Not explaining it anymore.
Oh, my fault. I muted you because I thought you was gonna say right.
And that be your ass. That be talk about it me. That be you always bringing up talk about it sound like a porno name. That don't be me
What?
bringing it up. I was listening the other night. Y'all didn't even know I was in the chat. Y'all was talking about me. Talk about my name.
Well, we love you.
Huh?
I said because we love you.
I can't hear you, Honcho. You know what your stream. First of all, you sabotage me because I can't stay live. That's how I be missing out getting called in. You're the only one to do it. I can't stay live. This live button won't stay real for shit on yours. You be sabotaging me.
I be sabotaging. So you saying that I deliberately pick and choose?
You do something about it. I don't know what the hell you doing. You doing something. You be doing something.
Do y'all see what happens in the den? And I only get these accusations from a particular demographic. I'm allegedly preventing their lives from working. I'm altering their messages. I'm discrediting their name. I'm not dispensing pistachios. I'm altering votes. I mean.
And another thing, Honcho, I have your alert. I have the alerts on. So I always when I get the notification, I always click onto the thing and I push the reminder. So that means I'm there first all the time. You never offer me 5,000. Just push it.
You
See,
got
that's
a
what I'm saying?
comment just because you're there first, don't mean how am I supposed to know you're there if you don't leave a message to let me know that your presence is?
Because you didn't say you was offering 5,000 pistachios.
Well, if you was there first, you would have
You
saw
don't
it.
tell your friends that.
If you was there first, you would have saw it. Because it was 30. Last week, I think I did it for about 3 or 4 days. It was like 30,000 on, not Sunday, Saturday night. I said we was going to change it because people were saying 30,000 is too much. It was ruining, it was runaway inflation. So I switched it back down to 5,000. And
okay.
so that's only been, it ain't even been a full week.
You and Brandon know this secret.
No,
You know, Brandon,
well,
he's nice to everybody, right? So he be floating under the radar because he nice as hell to everybody. So he be like floating under the radar. You know, he don't talk no noise. But in the meanwhile, he just got some things going on. That's why he be being so nice. I'm not gonna take him that nice on Brandon.
It was plenty of people getting early bird pistachios. It wasn't just Brandon. Brandon wasn't the only one. A lot of people who were in here early were getting early bird pistachios.
Nah, he be flying up under the radar. But your ass showed him miss that South Sports. You do that shit every fucking night. Don't talk about that raggedy ass team. You don't miss that. They come on time every night. But you don't want to do the deal for a week and then want to come on here and talk about the goddamn animal.
So, was there a South Sports
There's
last night?
plenty of stuff happened in a week.
Was there a South Sports last night?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know it last night, but I'll be seeing your ass. I get that notification all the time. Like this one, he know he can do that South Sports. Be on time too.
So we gotta argue.
That's why I did our talk about to wrap it up. Time for the den, but no, you want to put an Instagram post? No den tonight, but you just had South Sports.
Things happen at
What
different
type of
times.
shit is that?
Things happen at different. Y'all get way more den time than South Sports time. South Sports gets a stream of about an hour and a half, and it's just now kind of gotten back activated. The den gets 2 2-hour plus streams a day.
I see that little red light every time I get on YouTube. Well, anyway, animals. Let's see. A pit bull ate my daughter, the one that passed away, ate her little Shih Tzu. So I ain't had no animal since. So, and I sure don't like pit bulls anymore because he ate the little dog.
Why he ate
So
the dog?
I really hadn't thought about no more pets recently. But recently I seen somebody with a French bulldog. That's what she said it would. I looked it up. It looked like it. I want one of those. So they
The
kind of
ugly ass
expensive,
ears?
huh?
You talking about a French bulldog with the little ugly ass ears?
Did the pit bull what?
The French bulldog with the little ugly ass ears?
They got them little. They got the ears that stand up straight. Yeah, and they little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want one of those. It was kind of cute though. It looked cuter than it does on the internet. I mean, because I've seen one up close. Either that or just a regular bulldog. But we can't get one because me and my husband can't decide on the name. He wanted to call it Georgia, and I said, "Fuck no, you're not calling no dog of mine no Georgia bulldog."
Yeah, it's a terrible name. That's
So
an awful name.
we can't agree on that.
Hey, I have been on time for the sauce as of late, Broderick. Now then, I've been like 72% the last few. I've been working on it.
Yeah, you have been getting better. I give you that. You ain't on what's new with the person of color time, really. You still on color people time though. You still on CPT time. You just not on the new. You got to get on the new people of color time.
They don't want that POC time. I don't know if you get on POC time, you're gonna be ahead of the game. That's including the Asians and the Mexicans and everybody. So that means you're gonna really be on. You're gonna be on. You'll be ahead of the game. I'll be starting streams 15
Be on too
early.
many different times. Be all confused and shit.
I'll be early to the bitch. They're gonna be like, "What? When the stream? I thought the stream's supposed to start at 1. I'm gonna be starting at 12:45 and shit. I'll be on Asian time. It's gonna be over with."
But you know what? I didn't used to have dogs for a long time. We was little, right? My mom used to send us to the store, to go to the corner store. I guess that's when they thought it was safe out there, People think it's worse now, but anyway, we used to walk to the store, and there was these two, what's them dogs without the hair? Chow, I think. They got that long, look like they got afros.
Yeah.
It was two of them. They was red. And them dogs you try to squeeze through the fence all the time. One time they got through the fence. Got bit on the back of my leg by one. So I didn't like pets. I didn't even go near dogs for a long time. I think the first time I had a dog since then is when I got my husband because, he already had a dog. He had this, I don't know what the fuck. It was a mutt. It was a mutt. It was huge. It looked like a Saint. I forgot what he said it was, but it was a Saint Bernard and a Great Dane mixed or something. I don't know what the fuck that dog was. That dog was huge. It was so big, I didn't even know it was that big. That dog, it was crazy, and it looked real funny. I'm like, why did you even? But he said somebody gave it to him. I don't know. When I got one, the dog was like 3 or 4, so it was huge. But he had heart problems, and they wanted like $4,000. I was like, good night, Zeus. Nice knowing you, fella. $4,000 for no dog. You crazy. And my daughter was sick at the time too. Her medicine cost enough. Couldn't pay no $4,000. He's like, it'd be $4,000. Like, you could put him down. Oh shit. Nice knowing you, buddy. But they got insurance now for that. I hear.
Pet insurance. Yeah, man, look, it's a dirty game out there. I was listening to some stuff last night. It's completely changed my perspective on a few things. We might talk about it later. No, there's a couple of things I want to talk about tonight. I'm not sure what I want to talk about tonight, if there is at the end of the night, because I gotta, depending on what time I get back, it may be a little bit delayed tonight. We'll still probably have one. Just be a little bit later. Okay, great. Now the signal, and that's what I'm trying to figure out, why the signal in the den goes out, but the fucking soft sports, it'd be fine. All right, we good. Okay.
Yeah, it don't, cause when I've been in there messing with y'all, putting that rod up, it don't go out on that. I don't know. Maybe it's just wrong, but it doesn't do it. Like if it did it on every channel I be on, that'd be different. It just be this one, and it loads sometimes. Like it loads. Somebody be hating on it. You know how it is. They be hating. But you talk about everything, so somebody probably be flagging you. Because that's what another channel host told me. They said when it loads like that, like somebody be flagging you. I don't know how true that is, but somebody may flag you. Just don't know. somebody you done ran off. They done made a troll account. So that may be what it is too.
I wouldn't be surprised. I ain't tripping. They can do what they do. We just gonna keep on rolling, and we'll figure it all out. Like I said, that's why
Right.
ultimately the goal is to do a couple of little different things. But hopefully everything comes to fruition in a couple of months here. But we'll see.
Yeah. Am I your last call? Because, we're going to take it on to the house. And some of the worst call, I don't know what the fuck I'm the worst caller. We can take it on to the house.
I'm gonna let
What you want to talk about, bro?
I'm gonna let the worst caller get a call because she's been trying to call in. So I'm gonna let her defend.
Who, Shannon?
Yeah, I'm gonna let her defend her award or nomination or what if she feels any differently. So.
Well, I don't know why y'all. Was my name on there?
Yeah.
How many votes I get?
I think you had 2.
I got 2 votes. Really? Y'all tripping. Y'all petty as fuck.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
saying
they
that.
be they're petty as hell.
I'm telling y'all. People
Welcome
just,
to Pettyville. That's what the saying in this damn thing is. Welcome to Pettyville.
People be having opinions, and I just believe. Like I just look at sometimes some of the votes come in. I'm just like, that's interesting. Like right now, all y'all folks in here voting for Kenneth for Chantro. Who's your vote for Chantro?
Hey, you know what? I didn't even vote on that one because I don't think anyone has a worse call until the other night with the dude with the jokes, and I don't know his name. That's. But I didn't think anyone had a worse call because everybody has their story or what they like to share. You can't really base off what people say, if you like it or don't like it. But that dude with them jokes was corny as fuck. He a cornball. Like if he's trying to win something, he got to do something different. Like, I mean, one of them I kind of chuckled off of, but if he's practicing, I guess practice makes perfect. If he's trying to just call in and do jokes, I mean,
Ooh, Dak want $40 million a year. Well, good luck with that.
And what is his name? He never say his name. We can't vote for people like that because you be asking their name, but they don't say it. But then you don't tell us what their name is. So we need to know who these people are that be calling in. But there's not that many people that call in. So I don't even know how you came up with that kind of election anyway.
That's an OG, triple OG. That's all you got to do is say, that guy with the jokes, and I know exactly who you're talking about, and I'll make sure that your vote gets recorded. That's that gentleman has been around the den for quite some time, and y'all have missed some very interesting calls from that young man. He used to be more active than I don't know. I guess he took a little bit of the summer off. He had some things going on, but he used to share some dating stories, and they were terrible. Terrible stories. Some of the worst stories I've ever heard in my life. But they were very entertaining. So, yeah, so that's
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I didn't vote for that because I just think, nobody really has a bad call. I mean, like, if somebody calls and it's boring or they get on my nerves or something, I'll do something else right quick. But other than that, I don't think no one has a bad call. Everybody has their own story. But we can sure make these calls bad though. We can crank it up. We can talk about the shit make men real uncomfortable since women y'all voted for. How about we do that? Women y'all voted for have the worst calls. Really have a bad call to make you men uncomfortable. So we can do that if you want.
Oh, you know what? I made a mistake. It was actually 13 people that got voted for. But my thing is this.
Real uncomfortable for you, ask Rashida.
We just gonna look. Then we just
and Miss Kemah.
I'm gonna start implementing new rules. All I'm gonna do is look, just implement a new rule like YouTube do.
You can't be hanging up on people because you just said for yourself. You just said you don't hang up on no callers unless we want you to. So whatever we talk about, that's what it's got to be.
I'm gonna implement a new rule for the den. You know what I'm saying?
Is that Berto?
What's
his name? Berto?
I gotta do it for
the
best
I ain't heard him calling me. That's my favorite call. None of y'all say.
But actually, that's a lie. I do hang up on particular people, so I am lying. I do hang up on. I've hung up on Kenneth, and I've hung up on the gentleman with the bad jokes a couple of times. So I guess that I would be lying about that. So I mean, if I can hang up on them, then I can implement a new rule where I just.
Did he get a vote for a worst caller?
No. That's why I was going back to check and see.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, there you go. Like, yeah, of course not. He a man. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's exactly what I'm saying. What man? How many men was in there?
Two or three. Let me see.
2 or 3.
Let me see. One,
You didn't even
two,
count.
three,
You didn't even
four.
count. You just said 2 or 3.
It was 4 men.
Rashida, yeah, you're right. You're right, Rashida. This shit is rigged. Just like the damn the presidential election is rigged.
There were 4 men, which makes about sense because women make up the overwhelming majority of the den. They make up about 70% of the den. So 4 men out of a possible 13 votes. That's maybe a little bit less than right around average. So I think that it makes sense.
Listen though, listen, we can't put Heidi in that. Like, she's got to be disqualified from that troll thing because
Why is Heidi
you
gonna
know
be
I'm saying
disqualified?
because she gonna win hands down, and she already won something.
But
So
what does that
whether
mean?
you win something good or win something bad, you still won. So
No,
she
what
got
this
to be
ain't this ain't no
disqualified from that.
participation trophy. This ain't everybody gets an award. This is just who's most suitable for the situation. See, this is what I'm saying. So if that's the case, then if Shannon already won something, what if it's another award that can come up that Shannon is also suitable for, and then she can't win that because she won an award already. It may be something that's
Right,
more
she can't be
positive.
in the next one.
So it could
Yeah, she
be
can't be in the next one.
it could be the freakiest call award or something, and Shannon could be up for that, and she could probably win. But I'm saying, oh, well, she already won worst caller, so she can't get freakiest caller too, so she gets disqualified for that. I don't think that works. I think that if you have more than one
I
thing that you
see you
suitable,
going to see that's the thing with you, Ed. Every time I say something, you always got to come back with some kind of rebuttal. I was talking about Heidi. I wasn't talking about Shannon,
well,
okay?
what I'm saying is
Okay?
what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if I apply a specific special set of rules for one person, then why wouldn't I apply these rules across the board?
This is not my den. Don't ask me that. I'm just giving suggestions, sir.
This is what I be talking about. See, racism in the den.
Well,
Maybe you ain't getting no
anyway.
help, man.
Anyway, I'm going to let Shannon go ahead and get her call in.
Okay.
I'm about to cook dinner. So, how did you know you go?
What you
So,
cooking,
we are
hungry
having
man?
one, right?
Huh? What you cooking, hungry man?
I didn't hear you.
I said, what are you cooking, a hungry man?
No, I'm cooking spaghetti, thank you.
Oh,
Spaghetti, salad, and garlic toast.
you think you the Olive Garden and shit? Okay.
And throw in some green beans because my husband got to have some kind of side. So, throw in some green beans.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling, Miss Meat, and
Oh, the pleasure's all mine. It's on the worst caller.
well, you were. That's actually Miss Shannon. You got a couple of votes. There's a couple other folks
One more
got
vote, it would have been it, huh?
So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. There's a few folks who had multiple votes, so it wasn't just you. Yes, but I appreciate you calling in. And you ain't lying. Them child's a mean ass dog. My cousin them used to have a child. I hated that motherfucker was named Shaba, and I hated that bitch.
Yeah, you see Brandon in there talking about his shit be low key. Yeah, we know you be low key in here. You and Honcho, he be giving you all his pistachios. That's why we don't get our reparations because Brandon got them all.
What?
From the 335.
See, Brandon just does a good job at moderator. Because
Oh
Brandon
my God,
he
who is
wasn't
this
even in the
be
top
for
three
real?
that
Who
long
is
ago.
that? How about a freaky caller? Like, they act like I talk about freaky shit all the time. Like, no, are you serious? Am I free? Okay, so, can you please take that poll for me? Like, who thinks I'm the freaky? I'm a freaky caller. Come on now. I think Kanisha got me beat on that one. I don't know. Shannon got me beat on that. I don't know about
I
that.
don't know, man. It was a call a while. Who was that? Chandrika? Call a while back. It's been a couple of calls, man. It's been a few calls that have definitely stood out. So I don't know. If that's an award, we'll get to that one day. But see, female pimp, this is why I don't take none of your votes seriously. Because your first vote was for Rashid. Now you're trying to change it to
Well, I'm a Taurus.
5 and all that other stuff. You get one vote. You don't got no more votes for female pimp. Your shit over with.
Rise up and bye-bye. Rise up and bye.
Ron Isaac, I believe it. I guarantee that's a thing. I know for a fact that's a thing. I don't know them personally like that, but I know for a fact That's the thing. When the Falcons win, that's exactly what they do. Overtime, baby. Oh, shit. All right, I'm going to take one last call. Shannon only. I know Miss Shannon was trying to get in and express herself. She's still in the mix. I don't know if she's in here or not. But I'll take Shannon's call so she can defend, justify, vacate her award, whatever she wants to do with it. She said she had something she wanted to call in and speak on. What's the motherfucking deal? Who do we have calling into the den? Well, y'all know who it is. What's going on?
You know who it is. It's me, Shannon.
Miss Shannon. So how are you feeling today, Miss Shannon?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm excellent. I'm excellent. So, how do you feel about your award in the den?
Well, I don't feel anything about it. I thought it was funny.
Okay. Would you like to thank your voters or anything like that?
No, like, nobody really has the worst call. Like, I like when Rashida and Miss Meat call in. They have me laughing, so.
Okay. So, what are your thoughts on pets? Or you had something you said you wanted to call in and speak on?
I like both dogs and cats, but I favor dogs a lot more. But I happen to have a cat right now who acts like a dog.
So how do you handle that situation?
He hunches his shoulders up, and when he's meowing at you, he's trying to bark.
I've seen a barking cat before. It was actually pretty funny.
But he's spoiled as hell. He don't like being outside.
So what is
He acts like he's dying every time he go outside.
You got a whiny cat. Those are terrible. So where did you get this cat from?
I've had where I used to live in Kansas City 2 years ago. My neighbors rescued his mother, who was pregnant with her third litter, because the owner had took off. They threw her outside and just took off, never came back. So they rescued her and nursed her and her litter and put me back to health. It was 12 in this third litter.
So what color is the cat that you have?
He is a yellow tomcat. He's a little darker though, but he's mostly yellow. Because his mother was a black, kind of grayish looking cat, and his dad is, Lord Jesus, his dad looked like a Disney lion.
You gotta throw that cat away. I mean, just throw the cat away.
Yes?
So you have to throw the cat away. Oh, I mean.
No, I'm not throwing my cat away.
I'm telling you, man, like, throw the cat away.
No.
I'm trying to help you out. I'm telling you.
No, I didn't throw any animals away.
So how long have you had this cat? The time frame?
He's 2 years. He is 2 years old.
2-year-old cat. Yeah, you gotta set him free. It's time for him to go explore the wild and become his own cat.
He is my cat. His name is Sebastian.
Sebastian. Why did you name him Sebastian?
I named him after an anime character because I was watching that anime one day, and that character in the anime, if anybody in the den is familiar with it, it's a character that loves the hell out of cats. Hates dogs, but loves cats. So I named him after that character.
Okay, I got two things. One, female pimp. Yeah, I don't even know why you wasted your characters on your sidekick trying to type that in. And then two, what is the anime with Sebastian in?
What's the anime? Black Butler.
Okay, all right. I started watching Black Butler. It was stupid. Is it the one? Maybe if it's the one I think it is. I started. Well, I couldn't get into it. It wasn't. There's some of them I can't get into. Some of them are just a little weird. Now,
So it's but yeah, he acts more like a dog, but he likes being carried around. But Lord Jesus, if I have to take him to the vet, he go crazy. Cause I took him to the vet and he was okay as long as the female vet was there. But the moment that male vet came out and was trying to give him a shot, it was fur flying everywhere. I had never seen anything like it before. I ain't never had an animal that acted like that.
is this a certified vet or a neighborhood dope fiend?
Huh?
So is this a certified vet or a neighborhood dope fiend?
This is a male cat.
No, I said, is this a certified veterinarian or a neighborhood dope fiend?
It's certified veterinarian.
Oh, okay, okay. Just making sure. Dope fiend will do it cheaper.
It was only $15.
Okay, okay. So, what is it that you like? You said you like dogs better, but what do you think that you like about dogs more?
If anything, dogs. I don't. It's hard to explain. I've just always favored dogs a lot more. Like I can take my dog outside. I can take his cat outside.
You put a leash on the cat. You can take it.
He don't like outside. He acts like he's dying.
I'm trying to figure out what did I do? I'm just man. I heard a great story about a dope fiend the other day.
Yeah, he acts like he's dying, and he will not catch mice. Like he will hold a mouse in his mouth and then let it go, like Garfield.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough.
Cause I think that part of it is our fault a little bit because we just spoiled him. He gets his food given to him, and he even gets food cooked for him. And my sister bought him all kinds of little cat outfits because she has a little dog, and she buys all kinds of clothes for her dog.
You don't buy clothes for the cat?
Huh?
So you don't buy clothes for the cat?
I don't buy clothes for the cat. My sister does. She buys all kinds of have you ever seen a cat wearing pants?
A cat with what?
The cat wearing pants. I did not know they have cat pants and t-shirts and even shoes for cats and dogs. Because she buys that for her little dog she got.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible. You got to stop hanging out with your family.
And I'm going to tell y'all this, I've never had any animal, I've never spayed or neutered any of my animals.
Oh, so now you're an irresponsible pet owner.
No, I'm a very responsible pet owner because when I took him to the vet, listen. When I took him to the vet and I was thinking about having it done, they were telling me all these diseases and all these certain cancers that animals can get once they've been spayed and neutered. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get him declawed. I didn't do that either because I witnessed them declawing a cat. And I'm going to tell you, that is the most inhumane shit I've ever seen. Because they don't take... No, listen.
This cat stuff you talking about, okay?
Listen.
That's for the debunk. Go ahead.
No, listen.
This is why you want to watch Call
They do not, listen. They do not take cats' nails out. Because I was under the impression that they just removed the cat's claws. No, they cut the cat's. Imagine somebody cutting your finger off right at the knuckle. That's what they do. They don't remove the claws. They remove it. They amputate part of the animal's fingers. Claws. Whatever.
Okay.
So I didn't do that either. So yes, I am being a responsible cat owner.
All right. So when that cat shred up your furniture, you're gonna be mad. But this is where you're not being a responsible cat owner, because that cat is gonna get out one day. The little cat nut's gonna drop, and he's gonna be running around the neighborhood impregnating other cats, and then you're gonna have litters of cats
And
that you don't have to be responsible for. You don't have to be responsible for the cats, but
he
they
does
will be
not go outside, Honcho. He doesn't like outside, so I'm not worried about that.
He gonna go outside, right? When he smells some of that cat heat around that
No,
window,
he
when
do
he
not
hears some
go
of that
outside.
purr, when that fucking lady cat rubbing up against
No,
the
this
door
is
and
what he
shit.
does when he goes outside. He goes outside. His ass lays on the ground and acts like he's dying. He be pinning everything. He just be right at the door. And he don't move from that spot because he acts like he's dying just being outside. He don't like outside. So I don't have to worry about that.
When he get him some of that outside pussy, trust me, he ain't coming back. He's gonna be over there impregnating the whole neighborhood, and it's gonna be your fault.
No.
Yeah, look, you just don't want to accept responsibility. No, it ain't gonna change that. It's gonna happen. It's going to.
Someone's gonna be like that cat. Yes, I'm talking about you.
It is going to happen.
No,
right now,
he does not move when he's outside.
That cat is
When
young in
he's
the game
outside,
right
if
now.
you're not, no, if I'm not carrying him outside, he does not move from his spot.
Are there other cats in your neighborhood? Outside cats?
Most everybody around here has a small dog.
That's not what I meant. Are there other cats in the neighborhood, though? I mean, not what most people have. Are there cats in the neighborhood?
I've only seen one or two cats in the neighborhood, but they're both male cats.
Okay. Well, if you only got male cats,
So I'm not worried about it.
Okay. Well, your cat can get out there and tell you.
He don't like outside. He don't even taste squirrels, which is funny because, like I said, growing up, we never spayed or neutered any of our animals. We had a bunch of dogs. We had a dog named Killer, but he was not a killer. He was a small little dog, and he thought he could fight big dogs because he was protective.
That cat is gonna get cat AIDS. Mark my motherfucking words. That cat is
The cat ain't gonna get no diseases.
That cat gonna get out in them streets and get cat AIDS before it's all said and done. Right now, he cool. That cat gonna go outside. He gonna get some cat coochie.
He does not go outside. The only time he's outside is if one of us are carrying him. And then he be all purring and everything because he likes being carried around. But he runs all over the house all night, so. And that gets on my nerves.
That's tough.
Because he's jumping and running all over the house. I don't know where he's getting all this energy from. He sleeps during the day, is extremely active at night.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, because he want to get out at night because he knows there's some hype around the house. See, that's what I'm saying. You ain't even paying attention. It's some hype around the house, some kitty hype at night, and he want to get out there and get some of that action. So that's why he active. He in there.
But he acts like he is dying. He don't even move from the front porch.
Because he trying to get the hoes to come to him, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Look, if that is breaking news, Heidi, South Sports broke that news. Because the rest of the city ain't gonna get on that shit.
But yeah, I fixed up these boxes. I kept a couple of these boxes from construction orders, and I fixed up these boxes because he likes playing and sleeping in them. Which was a waste of all that money I spent on no cat toys. I spared those animals.
This is goofy.
Yes, I'm talking about you.
That cat ain't listening to you. That cat trying to think of some of that kitty hype that's outside that you hating on.
I ain't hating on him. He don't even move from the front porch. And I spend more money on his food than I ever have on a cat. Because any cat we had, they always brought food back. Birds and shit. He won't do that.
All I'm saying is, it's going to be unfortunate when he has when he's not paying kitty child support, and he got little litters all over the city because you didn't want to get him neutered because you're afraid he's going to get some kind of fictitious cat cancer that
No,
exists.
he's gonna get all kinds of diseases. They were telling me how cats too and neutered and sprayed, they get like all kinds of diseases, broken bones, and certain types of cancers and everything. I was like, no.
I'll take your word for it.
And I took him to several vets, and they were telling me this.
All your vets be lying. They're trying to book your pockets.
I'm not lying.
Yes.
I'm not lying. They told me this the first time I got him. When I was talking about doing it. Because they told me I had to wait until he was a little bit bigger before I do any of that. And when they were telling me like a whole laundry list of diseases that animals who are spayed and neutered can get, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Irresponsible pet ownership, and this is your justification.
No, I'm being very responsible.
This is very.
Because the con outweighs the pro, so I'm not allowed to do that.
I'm not going to argue with you about that.
Not allowed to have a seriously written ass cat in the house.
All right. Well, is there anything
And
else
I don't
that
fuck with pit bulls either, because one chased me down the street when I was a kid, so no.
Pit bulls, all right. You'd be cool. Man.
No, that pit bull was evil. I was on my bike with me and some other kids in the neighborhood, and this big ass pit bull started chasing us, and I jumped off that bike and hauled ass.
What? You got off the bike?
Yes. I started running. I was like, fuck that bike, and ran.
So you felt like you were faster on feet than on the bike?
I was going. It didn't get me.
Did you go back and get the bike?
I had already took off running when I saw it coming. And everybody else was trying to ride away on their bike. No.
So
ever since then, I don't fuck with pit bulls.
you're the only one that jumped off your bike. Everybody else rode off on the bike. You took off running.
I took off without the bike. I jumped off and took off without the bike. And they were trying to ride, and they rode away on their bike. I took off running. It was taking too long. No.
Did they pass you on their bikes?
What?
And so you were the one at most risk of getting caught by the dog, right?
I'm gonna tell you, when I got to my house, the dog was right there.
You know why?
When the dog was right there, and I grabbed it by the ears to keep it from trying to bite me, and then my cousin Tim came out and he kicked the shit out of that dog.
So you grabbed the dog by the ears.
It was bleeding behind the ears. When he kicked it, and I had blood on my hands because it was bleeding behind the ears. I don't know what happened to the dog, so I don't know why it came after it. It didn't have a collar on or nothing.
But
so I'm thinking the dog might have been abused or something.
But you thought the best decision in this situation is, I'm currently riding my bike. I get chased by a dog.
Yes.
I'm going to jump off the bike and take off running.
Yeah. I don't know, because I was just scared the dog was coming at us. The dog was coming at us, and I was just scared, so it was just that.
That's what I like puppets. They are like humans' assholes. I mean, like kids and babies. Yeah, I think that's what I say. That's the thing. I think it's the same way we were talking about beating dogs earlier too. I think people turn dogs.
Like I said, the dog might have been abused. because, like I said, I grabbed it by the ears and was holding it back from biting me. And when I moved my hands, I had all this blood on my hands.
Were you afraid of getting
And that was
canine AIDS?
before my cousin kicked it to get it away.
I'm gonna be honest, Shannon. I'm
So,
gonna be real honest with you. Okay.
no, like I said, I think the dog might have been abused. Like I said,
How you
because
gonna
it
say
was
no? I ain't even
already,
say
I
no.
didn't,
How you gonna say no before I say anything? I'm gonna be honest with you. You gonna tell me no? How I can't be honest? How you gonna tell me no to being honest?
what you say?
I'm gonna be honest with you, Shannon.
What?
I question a lot of your decision making in some of these situations.
Like I said, I was like 9 or 10. I was scared when I saw the dog charging at us.
Not 9 or 10. That's definitely not an excuse. I mean, 4 or 5, and the bike still got training wheels on it. Maybe.
No, the bike I was riding I was trying to ride it because it was bigger than me. Because the bike was really tall, had some big old wheels.
Was it a mountain bike?
Because it was my cousin. It was my cousin's bike. Because he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I was trying to ride his bike.
I think I'm still going team bike. I think I'm still going
What?
team bike. Not abandoning the bike. I'm gonna escape on the bike. There's a reason why everybody else got away and you were in danger of getting bit by the dog, and that's because everyone else stayed on their bikes.
I didn't get bit by the dog because my cousin saved me, so that's all that matters. Because my cousin it was his bike, so I knew it would have took too long for me to, like, get on it and stuff. So that's why I dropped it and took off running.
All right. You see, this is what that Kansas City barbecue will make you do. This is what
No, because I'm a short person trying to ride a bike that's bigger than me.
Okay.
My cousin is older and taller than me. He's over 6 feet. And he was like 16, 17, and I was like 9 or 10.
Okay. I'm gonna take your word for it. I have no. I don't know what to say. Well, Texas started 0-3 last year. I don't think they're any better this year, and their schedule is much tougher this year. So I mean, hey, you can say, well, what about the
But
Jags?
we did rescue a baby squirrel when I was younger.
What happened to the squirrel?
Its mother died, so we found it, and we wrapped it in a blanket and brought it in the house.
What happened
And
to it
we're
after it
feeding
got
it all
older?
kinds of nuts.
What happened to it after it got older?
We let it outside.
You need to let that goddamn cat outside.
What?
So you need to let that goddamn cat outside.
We let the baby squirrel go once it was old enough to be on his own, but its mother had, like, died. We found him.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal, Miss Shannon. I'm about to get ready to wrap it up. I need to eat something. I ain't done all goddamn day. And but I appreciate you calling in and sharing a bad bike story. But at least you didn't get bit. So take that cat outside, declaw that cat, get that fucking cat neutered.
I'm not going to declaw my cat. I'm not going to get him neutered. Don't even say so.
Okay.
I've never even gotten a dog neutered. I feel like that's wrong to cut off the dog's nut.
Look, Scotty had to get his nut. Scotty, look here. Like I had to neuter Scotty because
It was
either him or me.
That's the one to cut off an animal's balls.
Well, I mean,
Or
never mind.
say you didn't need it.
I'm not even gonna say that about it. But I appreciate your call, Miss Shannon, and congratulations on your award.
Yeah.
Shout out to Miss Shannon for being a good sport. Shout out to Dan Strong, man. Appreciate the love. Let me repeat that for those who didn't hear. But and I agree though. I guess the same thing with children. I guess you could say with animals. It says like Puppy said, they are like humans assholes. I mean, kind of like kids and babies. And the thing is, and I think that experience does stuff to people the same way it does things to animals. Like you have shitty animals. I don't think come on, look, puppy starts out as a fucking shitty puppy. Start off as a fucking violent dog. It takes training, and a lot of times it's mistraining. I always have questions. People they love to. Oh shit. Let me just go ahead and do this real quick. Fucked it up. Oh man. So, but people talk about pit bulls are bad, but I don't think pit bulls are bad. I think it's how they're raised, how they're trained, and I think that what you get though is you get a lot of people. What do they call it? Like hot blooded or hot line, whatever they call it, some slang term for it. And what they tend to do is they breed pits within the same bloodline, like brothers and sisters and shit. I used to have a very nice pit bull, and then when I moved, I couldn't keep him, so I ended up giving him to somebody else. But I would go check on him, I would go see him. He was man, motherfuckers used to try to buy that dog off me all the fucking time. I missed him. His name was Nuck. Yes, I got him right around the time the song Nuck If You Buck came out. So that motherfucker was a beast though. You got see, I ain't fooling with you. Oh y'all got y'all 5K. So, anywho, but the thing about neutering, like if I had intensive breeding Scotty, which I don't and never will, it'd be different. But Scotty, fuck it, yeah, that's what I say. That's what makes them crazy. That they're too close, like incest. You fucking them up. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's why I think you have those pit bulls, certain dogs, and people that was talking about, there was a story about a lady who was like got her dogs taken away and she was going down to the shelter and feed them and stuff. But again, you don't know how people really raise these dogs. Sometimes people are bipolar with their animals. Yeah, they're gonna feed them and they love them. They love the company the dogs keep. But shit, sometimes motherfuckers be beating the shit out the dog. Dogs don't be knowing what to do. Dogs be like, man, fuck this shit. They be talking puppy language to each other. And fucking, they're like, look, hey, fuck this over. They fuck them up. But so it is sad when you see that though. But I don't understand how that happens. Like I said, that dog sometimes it would go a while before I would see it, and when I wouldn't see him or I'd go see him, fucking motherfucker wouldn't leave my fucking side. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that people, it's just how you treat the dogs. The thing about Scotty getting neutered, like I said, he was getting very aggressive, and there were reasons why, but I had to kind of handle Scotty a little bit. I had to threaten Scotty's life. Scotty was trying to get bitch, trying to bite, and trying to be possessive. His little nuts was, I don't know what he thought going on. So I had to charge him up. We got to a point where I was like, well, it's either you either finna get removed from the property entirely, or you're gonna have to get the nuts clipped and you have to chill out. And so I ended up having to get him neutered or whatever. Because like I said, I don't need no puppies. He ain't nothing purebred or nothing like that. And he's cool. He just be chilling. Tonight, stay tuned. I'll post it on social media. Make sure you're following Dan on all the proper social media. Let me do that before we wind it down. If you don't know, for those, sometimes people come in here late and don't ever know, like, who is this host? People call me the Den. Honcho, Ed Honcho, the host of the Den. So, I appreciate you all for tuning in. Weekdays at 1 p.m. Central Time. Every Monday through Friday, we get active. But it's a little bit delayed today. Yes, I understand. Make sure you're following the Den on Twitter at Den Show Live. We go nightly, 10 p.m. Central Time-ish. Might be a little bit late, so that might be a slight delay tonight. But make sure you guys tune in. Maybe about 10:30. Like I said, I got a little bit of something to handle. Probably won't be any sauce for those of you who are fans of Sauce Sport. Probably won't be any sauce tonight. Make sure you're following on Facebook. Go like the Facebook page, Den Show Live on Facebook. Make sure you follow on Instagram. You can also do everything all the same. Den Show Live. Everything is Den Show Live. If you want to make a one-time donation to support the channel, you can go to Denjamins.com. I made it easy. Instead of having to go to Streamlabs and do all that other stuff. If you want to donate some Denjamins to the channel, you go to Denjamins.com and donate to the channel. And then if you want to make a monthly pledge to the channel, you can go to denfolk.com. And shout out to all the monthly supporters. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of you who have been holding it down. Like I said, we continue to grow. I've been working on some things. There's still a lot more to come. I still got some things I need to spend some time tweaking today. If you want to get some merch, you want to go get the Honcho is my homie shirt. I know you can't see the whole thing. You can go to denshowshop.com. And then, you got to go to Denjamins.com. Denjamins.com is so much easier than Streamlabs and all that other stuff. And then if you want to listen to the podcast, go to denshowpodcast.com and make sure you're following there, or you can get it on iTunes, Google Play. It's on Spotify now. Yes, I never tell you I got it. It's on Spotify now. It's on iHeartRadio. I mean, the Den, we live, baby, we live. The Den is going down. So I appreciate all of you for coming through, man. Sincerely, I thank you all. And with that being said, sauce porn will be coming probably early 2020. Like I said, first got to relocate, get some things going. Going to be looking to get some secure a location, hopefully. Some other stuff. It may take a couple of months before everything gets all the way done, but these are future plans. And so once we get everything secured, then I'll have sauce porn productions going. But my premium Snapchat, well, it was supposed to be up, but I fell off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fell off after the 4th. I did good for a couple of weeks. I got down. Then I had my little fast. I ate like shit a little bit this week. And I was doing good. I was using that Lose It app. I was doing real good on that. I had like 100 and something days. And then, like I said, last week I fell off. Got to go to food rehab. Let me stop bullshit, yeah. But I fell off, and so I'm not even gonna go back and try to recall what I ate. I'm gonna start a new streak today, and get back on track, taking it serious and all that other stuff. So, with that being said, yes, it's a bunch of freaks in the den. But no, I will not be. I won't be starting my premium Snapchat this week or this month. It'll have to wait till. I'll have to wait till you move. Anyway, with that being said, I appreciate all of you. It is an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure. Don't take my humor too seriously, or don't take it at all, whatever it may be. Make sure you get your votes in for the Den's Best Troll. You can vote via the Denline, you can vote via the chat, but make sure I confirm your vote. If I don't say, hey, I got your vote, or if I don't reply to you and say, I got your vote, I didn't get it. Make sure you can either use the Denline, you can use any of the social media, DM messages, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can send an email at denshowlive@gmail. You can use many of the proper platforms. So, with that being said, shut up a deuce. I appreciate all of you. Thank you. And I guess we can probably discuss it. I guess I can chase some more clouds tonight, and we'll see. Heidi, we're voting for the best chat troll. That is this week's award. You know what I'm saying? So With that being said, female pimp, you got one vote. Your vote has already been tallied. You ain't getting no more votes. So, with that being said, turn over Deuce. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. I don't know. I was gonna give you some pistachios, Shannon, but you know, I dropped them when I jumped off my bike running from the dog. It was the best decision. It was in the best interest of the pistachios. But that being said, I appreciate it. Y'all be cool and slide out. I'll catch y'all later tonight. Like I say, stay tuned on social media. It'll probably be delayed, but if I can be on time, I will be. But we will have a dinner night. It's maybe slightly later than usual. But peace, chicken grease. And this was for DeMarkey. I'm out.